Boy, I tell you, I just I'll be glad when I get all my equipment back here. I can't wait. As soon as I get this weight restriction up off me on Friday, so nobody can't tell me what I can and can't move, this podcast is gonna be all the better. I want to welcome everybody to another edition of Strike Season Podcast. Marlo should be on the way. Lord Jamal will be on the way, and then Doc Holiday should be on the way as well. Special guest Keith Hadley from the Fangs Up Podcast. Thank you, sir. A lot to talk about. I'm gonna start off by saying, and this ain't got nothing to do with Keith. This is me. But I told y'all when that young man from St. Pete showed up at Doak Campbell with his reputation, there should have been no other he going anywhere. No other. But of course, it's Mike Norville and his AD ski mask, and they was gonna mess it up. When that man put out that he was going to Georgia Tech, I said, "That's it. He gone. He gone like your girlfriend at Kapalua." He didn't commit to Georgia Tech. He committed losing a recruit to Nebraska.
That's right, because Florida State signed that quarterback from
Auburn.
Gosh, they just got the commitment. Auburn.
Yeah, Daniels.
Yeah, so
you have a quarterback who can throw and run,
but he's not injury prone. I think that's the biggest thing with that. Like, I think Lagway is a better NFL talent. The thing about you, this is just me, as far as Mike Norvell goes, can he develop talent? I think that's going to be your Florida State question. Can he develop the talent? Because what he has shown is he has a propensity to be patient with players. He'll give them time to develop, but the question is, will they develop under his tutelage and his coaching?
He does not have time to develop players. There's a reason Cozy said pray for Norville.
He had to pray for himself.
Exactly. So he don't have time. And if I'm being honest, has he ever recruited and developed anybody? I don't recall. Jordan Travis wasn't his recruit.
Yes.
In this day and age, nobody develops anymore in college football. It's plug and play. Get your ass up out there and let's go win one for me. Nobody. They don't develop.
I would the only players I would say, and I don't know how much this was him, because you can't discount the fact that you still had Odell around the program, right? Jared Verse and the two boys that went to the Rams, Jared Verse he got developed, and some of that wasn't just development, that was the nutrition program. Like, for anybody who's ever been to Florida State, I will tell y'all quick, it's different over there. Like, one of the things we always talk about across the train track, this, that, and the third. And I hate to say it, I can tell the FAMU person that's never been to Florida State, when you start talking about, well, they don't have to deal with this and they don't have to deal with that. BS. Like, that girls' school over there, they bet on themselves a lot. Now, they have a lot more. They have a big alumni. They have a huge enrollment, and they have an 80,000 seat stadium, formerly 80, now it's 60 something. But they had a stadium when the team wasn't doing well, they had 55,000, 60,000 fans. And them folks are paying just to be boosters. So you kind of look at that kind of stuff like that. That matters. And one of the big things I remember going back and listening to, I'm not gonna say the name because they don't pay any money on Fat Mouth Sports, but they kept talking about the Bama table on this particular show. And Troy knows exactly what I'm talking about. And can't wait till we get to the Bama table, and even them idolizing Alabama and Alabama's nutrition and stuff like that. It matters. There's a reason Rattler boosters pay for muscle milk, because at Florida State, they just have a deal with muscle milk. Like, they eat different over there. The weight room's different over there. Like, their old weight room is amazing. And they just got a brand spanking new one. And they were telling their folks, we can't use this raggedy weight room. And FSU's weight room was nice in the stadium. Like, there's a difference over there. Like, and it starts with the eating. It starts with them focusing on macros and micros and all those kind of things where you hear this gym talk, that stuff matters, and you start seeing that on the playing field. And Jared Verse is a great example of a guy where he came in looking like one thing, and when he left, he looked like he just ate whatever creatine they gave him, because he wasn't nothing but muscle.
I started this evening for what? He the same dude. Like, what am I gonna crash out for?
Over Mike Norvell?
Yes.
Ain't nobody crashing out over Mike Norvell. I didn't told y'all. I ain't told y'all.
I don't think there ain't nobody crashing out over like Norvell, but I think in his case, in Troy's case, somebody who visited Florida State just last week, they got into the portal last week, decided that he wanted to go to the cornfields of Nebraska. And he's from Tampa.
Yes.
No, he's from St. Pete. That's what all of this is about. That's the crash out. I know what you can do. I know what you was in high school. I saw what you was in college. There is no way you can mess this up. He wanted to go to Florida State. He always wanted to go to Florida State. This was the chance to right a wrong.
Wait,
and
Troy,
because
you forgot to add that extra
showed
piece.
Up with a bad butt buckle.
You forgot to add the extra piece. He did all that this season.
What
hurt. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are not talking about the fact.
He was hurt most of the season.
I don't remember if you were at the FAU game, Troy, where I had a source tell me up front. I was like, hey, what's your boy at what's going on with Lagway? And like, oh, he's hurt. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He told me the exact injury.
Oh, no. I ain't talking about Lagway. We're not talking about Lagway. We're talking about Calandra.
Oh.
Calandra from UNLV.
Oh, yeah. That white boy cold. Yeah, that white boy cold.
600 yards rushing.
Yeah. But you know why, though. You know why. Like, Gus gonna keep him one. Gus cannot run that offense.
But he's going to Nebraska, though. It's Matt Rule. He's not going to be. He's not going to me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He is not going to excel like he did at UNLV playing under Matt Rule than what he was playing under Dan Mullen.
No, this is a $1 million rental.
But he's not going to get developed.
He's going to get his $1 million and he's going to go.
But he's not going to get developed at Florida State either. That's the thing.
I think he got more developed when he was at UNLV under Dan Mullen. Because Dan Mullen is a QB. You know, he talks to his QBs.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. But Gus Malzahn has never developed a quarterback. Like,
that's the reason why Gus Malzahn never had any success other than when he was at UCF for them couple of years, and then after that, he's more of a play caller than what you would call a developer.
Correct. And look at the quarterbacks that came and went through that program. I mean, Dylan Gabriel, he should not ever have started over Shedeur, but Dylan Gabriel walked out of that program Like, nah, bro, this ain't gonna happen. Hell, Castellanos walked out of that program, and let's be honest, Castellanos got developed better at Boston College than he did at UCF, and Castellanos got benched at UCF. That's why when folks are like, "Oh, he coming to Florida State," I'm like, "Okay, y'all, did y'all not realize he got benched? He couldn't start at UCF. What the heck gonna make you think that he's gonna start at Florida State and have some success?" Like,
and if you think about it, Dylan Gabriel got better. He got developed more. To me, I think he got developed more with his one season at either, well, I would say Oklahoma and at Oregon.
correct. And I think to that point though, I think that's part of why this is a 1-year rental with Mike Norvell. I think the quiet people aren't saying, and maybe it should be said out loud, that USC is looking to potentially move on from their coach Lincoln Riley. And what kind of fit would Lincoln Riley be at a Florida State, where you don't have the academic requirements of a USC? Let's call a spade a spade. FSU is not the Harvard of the South. I mean, it's better than it used to be, but man, FSU used to be like, oh, it wasn't hard to get in. I mean, it's harder now, but I'll tell you straight up, FSU was.
It wasn't. It was listening.
Oh no! Like, FSU was the only reason I didn't.
I'm not knocking my academic career.
No.
I'm not knocking my academic career, but I will tell you that I walked across the street and basically in a day and a half got into Florida State. Just putting that out there.
Very common. And they do those Prop 48 kids and those kids who don't necessarily have everything that they need to get in. They've been known to work with kids for decades. So, I think that's one of the things you can't discount. Again, not poo-pooing on my former employer. I thank you, Florida State, because if it wasn't for the Florida State University, I wouldn't have the job I have. If it wasn't for FAMU, I wouldn't have the job I have, but especially my experience at Florida State. But yeah, no, like they can get some kids in that USC might not, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Norvell leaves the great state of Florida, the free state of Florida, as our governor would like to call it, that you find a person like Lincoln Riley here.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, Motion Ball?
I know I was so rude. I ain't say what's up to everybody.
Nor did you disrespect Bethune-Cookman University.
Damn, I done missed out on disrespecting them already.
Yet.
Shit.
Yet.
We ain't got there yet. We ain't got there yet. We ain't
it's
got
always
there yet.
time for that.
Always.
But since we
because if what I heard is true, I'm definitely gonna put my foot on their neck the rest of this year.
I ain't gonna say it.
I ain't saying it either. I'm waiting to see.
I don't know what that is. Put that in the private chat. Put that in the private chat.
I got you.
So since we talking about what things and whatnot. So there was a basketball game in Daytona that I couldn't attend because
that's the Lord.
I got people that think they run my life.
He said that was the Lord's blessing.
I just
bless the Lord.
I'm just saying,
you got people that love you.
Bless the Lord.
Remember, anytime you want to give them a hard time, please remember I will help them jump you.
I was not going to that game if they would have sent a bus with a pole in it and told me Magic City had relocated for a day.
Don't y'all ever talk about me. Don't ever talk about me.
You know, Marlo, you got a point. But if they said, hey, Jamal, KOD is in Daytona on the pop-up, they would have got me. I'm just being honest.
Because it would have been in Daytona. I could.
But if they would have said it was Spider, Magic, and that other one with the fiery heels, I was gonna be there. They listen, just like you can rob me with a frog, you might be able to get me to that ragged ass school with a stripper. Being honest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The best player The best player on the team is Arterio Morris for Bethune-Cookman. He's the
Well, we can
All-American.
say that now because Dr. Bradley still has not played, and I don't think a lot of people are familiar with that man's game at all.
Oh no! I think a lot of people was familiar with him from last season at Pine Bluff. It just that he wasn't getting that shine like that. But to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's it. That's the best player. He's the McDonald's All-American. But then you got them Hetty twins, and they can go out there and score at any time. And then if you get Dr. Bradley in the game, that's the 20-point scorer right there by himself. The man could do it inside, outside, post up, face up.
So what I'm hearing,
I'm gonna say
so what I'm hearing is that they suck because of their coaching. Because if they got all that kind of talent,
hold on, Marlo. Hold on, wait, hold on. Let's slow walk to there. Let's slow walk there first. Let's get to the good stuff first. So the good at this game was FAMU was picked to finish 8th in the SWAC. I no longer buy that because of a couple things. One, we got a guy that can put 20 up.
Yeah, we just got him back. He got to get in.
And
he's not in season.
Don't call me Shirley. Right. And don't call me Shirley. Can shoot the 3 that I didn't see in early season. I still have my reservations about Junior being on the floor at key moments. That nothing has changed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When is that Grambling? When Grambling played Bethune-Cookman?
I want to say in the next 2 weeks.
Saturday.
And then don't they
Saturday.
And then doesn't Grambling come back up? Don't we catch them right after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be B2A.
Yeah.
I can lie to you. I can tell you the truth. Realest guy in the room. How you doing?
No, I mean we all are honest. You know, I'm always in like Troy says, always for some of those by 10. I'm the same way with my rappers. I'm gonna say it. That goes. But again, I am a fan, and what is fan
baby,
short
we
for?
ain't got there yet. Look, baby, we ain't got there yet. Hold on. Listen,
I'm a rational fan.
Y'all know.
I am a rational fan when it comes to football. I am irrational in basketball, probably because that's my sport.
Yeah, fam, you can't give me hope. If you give me hope, I'm over the ledge.
It's very true.
This game was a hopeful game. There were
for both teams.
I'm not gonna lie. There were like 3-minute spells where I was ready to throw something at the TV. There was whole 3-minute spells. I'm like, why are we taking that shot?
That first half, I ain't gonna lie, Troy. I about crashed out at halftime.
I crashed out at halftime of the women's game.
I crashed out at the end of the game that women's game. I know we're gonna come to it. I crashed
out at the halftime of the women's game because again, like I just knew it. I'm like, she not gonna be able to coach them through them last 5-10 minutes.
We gonna get there, y'all. Hold on. We gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the full crash out. We're gonna get there. The second half of the men's game, and I started with the men's game for a reason. The second half of the men's game, but first half going in the second half, I don't like coaches that are nonchalant. And Charlie Ward has been the same all season long.
That's his demeanor, though. That's his demeanor,
he's the coolest man in the gym.
It don't matter.
He don't care what is going on, up 10, down 75. He's the coolest man in the gym. And I knew that when they hired him.
Some of that's due to health, though. I don't know if y'all remember. Charlie Ward stepped away from coaching for a while, and he kind of was like, hey, I can't be going all over the place for health reasons. So some of that is also he's managing his health and making sure he don't stroke out.
Yes, because, again, being an athlete and being a fanatic.
So second half came. I ain't gonna lie. I walked away from the TV because I was pissed off. I came back and it was close. I'm like, oh, we got a ball game, and then we got a lead. And I want to say this to my Rattlers, and I love y'all. Quit talking to them people. Talk to them people after you get a victory. There is no reason to spark a dude who already get buckets whenever he man alone. But again, they played a tough game down the stretch. I don't think we're ready to I don't think we know how to win because we kind of fumbled it down the stretch.
You know, I'm happy you said that, Troy, because that is an absolute thing. Just knowing how to win, knowing how to stay composed and get to 0-0 on the clock. I think it's one of those things where a lot of people don't think about. Like, hey, the better team is gonna win. You put up more points, you're gonna win. But nah, it takes a lot to keep a 19, 20-year-old kid composed when they win it.
Also, this team hasn't been
It
together
takes a
that
lot
long,
to
too.
keep them composed, period. Not
Yes,
just a win. You
even when
like
they losing, to keep them from
like
crashing the fuck out.
like they crash out when they could be down by 800 points and they hit a 3-pointer and they think they won the game. Like, bruh, I don't want to see you walking around going like this with like you got ether in your veins and you still down by 800 points. Boy, if you don't get your ass back and play some defense,
During the Carmelo Anthony celebration, like, excuse me,
man,
sir.
excuse me. Now they just got a transition layup and dunk or whatever because you down here celebrating like you done did something the whole game. Out
That
of
team is still
control.
got to come together too, though. Like you think about it, just looking at the talent, like the way that team is put together, they're put together where they should finish higher than the eighth seed. But think about their time playing together and stuff like that. I mean, you're talking about Anquan Bolden Jr., son, kind of in there, and he fits, but he's kind of a misfit. And so when I look
Right.
at this team,
That's so
FAMU
true.
roster wise, a lot of our players are kind of misfits. And I don't know if we figured out how to use the bigs that we have yet to, compensate the other guys. But I think this is one of those teams by end of the season, they might make a nice little run. Like
Yes.
I got hope in the basketball team, but it's like Jamal said, I'm like your boy from I'm an Avenger. Don't give me hope because
Do
if we
not.
get to the end of the season
Do
and if we
not.
start having a little bit of success, I'm completely irrational on FAMU basketball.
You
Like
know what? Every day with my Jaguars putting together a winning season, I go, you know what? It might have been a blessing that our football team didn't do that great because I probably would have been put off Twitter by now.
But I like what you were saying though about like the bigs and the talent, right? Because I feel like there's so many teams out there that have a lot of talent on their team. And I think
Mm-hmm.
where some of the coaches are getting into, and I don't want to say trouble as in like they doing something wrong, but like part of coaching is still player development. And I think right now we're
Mm-hmm.
seeing so many teams and so many these conferences that are being put together where it's based off of talent, but who's developing them as players. And I'm not even talking about, of course, there's academics and character development, but like we're losing these position coaches, right? Like we're not, what happened to the practices where you split up by your position and you get your tail beat into the ground until you learn how to play your position. We got bigs that if they right-handed, they can only go to the right.
Yep.
And then they get double teamed and shut down, but you 8'12", your head touching the bottom of the rim, and
This
you
is
don't know
crazy.
you can only go one direction. You
Hey,
know what
but
I'm
My whole,
she
saying? So
telling the
it,
my
truth.
whole, I know, but here's my whole thing. You 7 feet, dog. Unless your last name is Nowitzki, Your ass don't need to be out on the fucking wing.
But how many times have we said that on this show?
We said it a lot of times, bro.
And to Danny's point, a lot of the reason why you can't split practice anymore is because everybody want to be a guard. Everybody want to be flashy. Everybody want to
Man,
shoot the three.
It's
Nobody,
basketball.
you have very few guys. I'm sticking to the guys because the women's game is different. You have very few guys that want to do the dirty work. You don't have Dennis Rodman no more. You don't have Rasheed Wallace no more. You don't have Ben Wallace no more. You don't have none of those dudes. Everybody want to be
I'm gonna tell
Jordan,
you
and
this.
everybody
I'm
think
gonna
they
tell you
turd.
this. Y'all remember last season? Okay, remember we got Shannon Grant. Jackson State got Shannon Grant from FAMU, right? I felt like
Yeah.
he wasn't developed. He wasn't utilized in a way that he was supposed to be at FAMU. So he gets to Jackson State.
No, not
No.
under that dude we had before Query. All he did was sit on the bench with his leg crossed and look at them. They coached
Yeah,
their damn self.
but I'm talking about I'm talking about before Craig. I'm saying before
Yeah,
Craig
that's
got
what
there.
we're talking about. That same dude, and I
He was
cannot think of his
terrible.
name.
Coach
He
McCullum.
McCullum,
Yeah, McCullough.
and
Yeah.
I would never forgive them for hiring McCullum over Lindsey Hunter. That is my guy. We
There's
ain't
a
gonna
So
list
leave
of
that
FAMU
alone.
coaches who should have
so
never been
you think
hired.
about that. We get Shannon Grant, right? And to me, I looked at it as like, okay, you 6'10", you close to 300 pounds. You're not getting out there on the outside. Do not get your ass out there on the elbow. Don't get out on that wing. Don't get out from the top of the key. Get your ass in the block. You bang down there because it's gonna be a mouse in the house. I'm just saying, you're gonna be. He was bigger than everybody else that was in the SWAC last season,
He
and he
surely
dominated.
was.
And he
He surely
dominated.
fucking was, which
He
is
was.
why that man needed to go. You got the biggest man in the conference and get
And
your teeth kicked in the post.
he dominated. When he got in the post, he dominated. The man had nimble feet and he had soft hands. That is
A
a
perfect center.
godsend for a
I was,
center, for a post player,
A
a 4
perfect
or a
center.
5. That is a godsend. Like to have. First of all, the
So
boy had
I'm
for his size.
gonna
The boy
address this
had
real
nimble
quick,
feet.
Matt.
Oh.
So Matt,
Uh-oh. I mean, that is true. Some players are big.
I think I'm back.
Yeah, you bet.
yeah, you back. You back.
Okay. So Matt, real quick, I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't that FAMU couldn't play fast pace. They did not get back on defense. We gave up at least 20 points on fast breaks after we made a bucket. That's why I was crashing out.
What Dana just said, celebrate. You got ice in your vein, and your man is already 80 feet down the court.
But that's a tendency. As I don't know if that's just celebration or that's just part of the failures
Uh,
of the system. Because I don't know if you heard the commentator state that FAMU had that problem, I believe, against Georgia Tech, where we had given up. And I was watching that game, and it was kind of competitive for parts of the game. But you're having times where I feel like you're overly committed to crashing the boards. Like as crazy as that sounds, you gotta have people like me. I ain't but 5'8". Guess what? I gotta run my behind back there to get back on defense because I can at least make you shoot and make you jump for it. I think we have too many people crashing the board sometimes.
I mean, but that would go to his coaching philosophy. When I played for Sheree Davis, head coach at Ricketts. I hope Suggs give her a call on this next opening. If only 4s and 5s crash the board, like unless it went long, when you talk about a box out situation, 3, 4, and 5 boxed out. 1 and 2 got back. One took half court. 2 went all the way back to try and defend against a long pass if somebody got beat. But I don't think people coach like that anymore. And to where one of the commenters said, a lot of this does go back to things that we have already said on this show. Like you got 9-year-olds playing 75 games during the summer.
Yeah,
They're learning nothing. There is no actual skill development And don't get me wrong, you do learn things by playing games, but the game is supposed to playing the game is supposed to build on what you have learned through the week. But if ain't nobody doing nothing through the week but shooting, there is nothing to build on in the game. There is no situation recognition.
If we don't have players like I'm gonna be honest with you, college basketball don't have players like a Kenyon Martin who was there for 4 years, who started out as damn near as a Prop 48 and built his way up. Started scored 3 points a game his freshman year all the way up to like what he was like 17, 18 and averaged like 12, 10, 11 rebounds a game and 4 block shots at Cincinnati. And damn near took his team to the Final Four if he would not have broke his leg in the conference tournament.
But that's because a lot of kids not here for the grind, and they don't really have to be. If I'm that good, why I'm not staying in college no more? When the NBA said all I got to be is 21. No, is it 21 or is it 20?
I think it's 20, right?
No, you just have to play.
A year past high school, right?
Yeah, 1 year
Yes,
past high
you
school.
just have to.
So 1 year
1
past
year.
high school.
You can be
So
19 years old and be in the league.
Yeah,
even
that's
if you don't go to college and you go to one of them prep
right.
programs, you can still go to the NBA.
Yeah,
So
you just straight
Flag is
out of
19 years old.
he absolutely is, and he ain't grown into his body. That's why he awkward as fuck.
But I think
Hey, he's still scoring almost 20 points a game.
But
No. I didn't say he wasn't scoring. I said he's awkward.
But you don't even need all of that, right? Like sports have changed. So why would I go to college? Why would I play in college even if I'm going to ride the bench in the NBA, I'm going to make a whole bunch of money, more money than I would go get in the job. And what I'm not saying that you're going to come in making millions of dollars, right? But if I can get this rookie contract and do something for my family, that's what these kids are doing. Do something for myself. And college athletics has changed anyway. So now I'm like, what's the airline commercial? You're now free to move about the country.
Man,
what's that airline?
Hey, did y'all see that clip? I showed y'all that clip.
Is that Southwest?
In the good chat.
Is that Southwest?
It is Southwest.
Yeah, Southwest. You are now free to move about the country. Why? If I don't like you, if I don't like my jersey number, guess what? I'm gonna hit that portal and I'm gonna be free to move about the country.
Lord,
because
she brought up the old Southwest airline commercial.
I'm just saying that's what college athletics has turned into.
I ain't heard that commercial in so damn long.
She bought it up.
Before we even get there. Before we even get there, because we're going to get there tonight. The first game of Saturday was the women's game. And I don't even want to talk about
The Walking Dead.
Not The Walking Dead.
Whatever minutes.
Don't nobody say nothing about the
7.5 seconds.
Did you crash out, Jamal?
No, because I crashed out.
I crashed out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I crashed
the heck out.
I crashed out. Oh man, I said it in our alumni group. I like our point guard. She is 6 inches too short. She got hard. She can't see worth a damn.
She like 5'5", isn't she?
She 5 foot.
Oh my heavens!
A 5 foot point guard does not work in the women's game no more. Your point guard got to be 5'6"
like she exactly
to 5'11". That's how tall your point guard got to be, and that's you having a fighting chance. And you playing teams with 6'2" point guards. Who the hell she guard? Nobody.
Hey.
She can guard nobody.
Listen,
how tall is Olivia Miles?
Kneecaps, baby.
5'9".
Olivia Miles is like 5. You said she's 5'9".
She's like 5'8", 5'9".
Hannah Hidalgo was like 5'6", 5'7".
Yes. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying, and even then, we see Hannah Hidalgo getting exposed at Notre Dame right now. I think they've lost like 3 consecutive games, and not tight. They've been getting their shit beat the fuck in.
That's because that she ain't got the person that can take all the pressure off of her. She at TCU. You see what she doing over there?
But they not gonna go fuck because she don't have a Hannah Hidalgo.
You cannot.
All I know is I sent y'all that clip when LSU played Kentucky on the women's side, and
I told y'all they wasn't gonna be that good. I told you so. Don Staley was right. You can't play a Southern women's basketball has the number one strength of schedule in women's basketball right now. Southern.
And they hooping.
Quietly, both sides of Southern is hooping. I don't
They
want to give them too much credit, but Southern quietly kind of got a
They
decent
hooping.
basketball program.
Mm-hmm.
And first of it, they're doing it with with a former FAMU player that pretty much got jettisoned to Baton Rouge.
Yep.
they got benched to foreign lands.
Which is and her,
Yes,
you
sir,
know
Mr.
what?
Yes, sir, Mr.
And her
White.
daddy won the championship with the foot on the foot. Didn't our team win the championship? I think he did.
Yes, sir, Mr. White.
If she was on this squad, if she was on this version of FAMU's women's squad,
It
I
would
would
see the
feel
same result
differently
because
about
the
the
coach
team.
can't. No, the fuck you wouldn't because the X and O's and the execution would still be the same.
Shitty.
And last year, you think about it, that roster last year was very similar to this year's.
To this year's,
I think you have some better athletes this year, but I
yes.
don't think you have better. I don't know if the ceiling is raised as far as overall basketball talent. I think athletic wise, we have better athletes, but
We're watching the starting shooting guard from last season. I think she at Providence right now, dropped 23 a night. 23 a night at Providence.
In the Big East.
All right, we're gonna move on because anything else I say gonna get me banned from the field house. So I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
I'm about to get
We're gonna
banned
keep
for
it
you if
moving.
I keep going.
especially because the one at Southern was pretty much. Didn't she get a lot of DMPs last year anyway too?
Yeah, I know she had a concussion early, and then her, Pierre Ford, and one other player just did not play for the rest of the season.
Yep.
So there you have it. I started looking at you funny when you run off players that wanted to be there when we were getting our teeth kicked in both conferences. I look at you funny because it's a hard sell when you haven't had a winning program in about 15 years and somebody want to be there. Now they gone. Yeah, I'm looking at you crazy.
I mean, FAMU basketball, especially on the women's side, is so bad that the last time our last really good coach, one of them is dead, and the other, she ain't been on campus in so long to where we can't say nothing.
You know what?
Matt, come on, man. Listen,
No, you
y'all.
know what?
Hold on.
When we had Gibson wasn't horrible. She strung together. She had a team because she had one of my
Oh, she had a squad, but
she had a squad.
that girl situation happened with her girlfriend, and once that girl situation
And
happened
that
with
was
her
it.
girlfriend,
That was
that was
it.
it. It was over.
That was it. But these squads were competitive and they played ball. Like you wanted to go and see them play.
Yes.
She knew ball and they could ball. So it wasn't like you go to the girls' game and you just know this is an L. Even if they lost, they were gonna keep it tight and they were gonna play some quality basketball.
Yeah. If that girl hadn't crashed out on her girlfriend, and didn't she kill a girl?
Oh, he absolutely did.
Yeah. If she didn't kill her girlfriend, yeah, that team was gonna make the tournament and make some noise.
Oh wow. On a live
No,
girlfriend.
Yes.
that made national news
Yes.
because that was a wild situation. I was on the hill when that happened. That's what makes it even more crazy.
Well,
let's get to some news. Some other news.
Needless to say, we went 0-2 in Daytona, and we gotta figure it out.
Ain't we 0-7 against them in basketball or something crazy like that?
No, because the women won. Women beat them last year.
Yeah, women won last year.
That's right.
In Tallahassee.
Yep.
Right.
The men,
and then the men lost in Tallahassee.
All right, so I want to apologize for everybody who was not familiar with Marlo, but apparently word on the street is John Harbaugh might be the next head football coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I heard the Fins.
I've heard the Bucks and the Fins, but you know your boy.
He better keep his monk ass where he at. He done made enough money. He can. Y'all seen what he did to the damn Ravens? Like from top to bottom.
That wasn't all his fault. The tight end dropping the 2-point conversion, missing the kick.
But see, everybody put that to them one instances. They should have never been in that situation. If I have a 6'3", 270-pound running back, he will be so tired at the end of that game. It's just dumb. Dumb.
Marlo, is all them games should have been blowouts, and if they dropped the pass, it shouldn't have mattered.
Absolutely. If you run the ball, my receivers would be so fresh. They'd be running past people at the end of the game like, hey, I'm open.
That's also part of the problem, though. You watch that Pittsburgh game they lost. Like,
it's crazy.
They were running butt naked down the field.
And man, don't get me started. He need to stay his ass with. Go to Miami.
But the conversation, I've been told that your boy, they're supposed to have a meeting with your boy, you know, the one who can't open his mouth and talk. I don't know why I can't remember that man's name. Todd Bowles. And then so let's not be surprised if Todd Bowles catch that axe.
Todd Bowles just signed a 3-year extension, and he pretty much didn't. He gave his press conference on Monday. He said he's done enough to deserve to be there another year. All this good stuff. And the Glazers, they just gave Levante David a lifetime contract. Like it is. Come on, they are. If not anything, they've learned the error of their ways, and they will be dedicated to people who've been dedicated to them.
And they cheat.
No, we're not doing this right. We're not doing this right. Marlo. Marlo. Do you want Todd Bowles as your head coach?
That's just like asking me if I want to get a root canal. I know I need to get one. I know it's for my good, but I'm not just going to go in there and volunteer for it.
Okay, so since John Harbaugh is out in Baltimore, you said Tampa Bay, you said Miami. What's another team that's going to be needed?
Don't you say Tampa Bay?
Arizona, because
it's a team in Vegas that need a coach.
No, the fuck not.
It's definitely a team in Vegas. He can be closer to his brother.
Atlanta too. If we being honest.
And hell, Atlanta need everything. They fired everybody.
Clean house.
Let me see.
They didn't only fire the black people; they fired the white men too in Atlanta.
They fired everybody.
They should have.
I don't think nobody left in Atlanta but the damn locker room attendant.
Them in Chick-fil-A. And the bad part, Chick-fil-A ain't open on Sunday.
That's it.
So I mean, where KJ at then?
KJ is I think he unemployed right now.
Yeah, he unemployed.
Yeah. Arthur Blank emptied the clip on that team.
I'm gonna be honest with you. So you got so John Harbaugh could go to Atlanta. You got Arizona because they just fired Gannon. Like you said, Miami. Is Mike McDaniel is he gonna be out in Miami?
Probably. I think he pretty much out.
Because you literally gave Tua that forever contract, and you're paying him money that nobody else wants to pay him.
I don't think that was McDaniel's fault. I think that's on the owners.
That is on the
That's
owner,
bull-
but when your quarterback is over there throwing gang signs every football game, you can't sit up there and fire the coach because he can't handle it.
He is throwing gang signs from his backside.
Bro.
You got
Can't
the
even
Bucks.
see straight. I don't even think that man remember his children's name at this point.
You know what?
God stop me when I'm lying.
You know what?
I ain't lying. Hey, you ain't lying, bro.
You ain't lying.
He ain't lying. He is in the middle of CTE.
Bro.
Yeah, he might as well make sure.
Him and fucking Antonio Brown about to be on a sitcom together. Keep right the fuck on.
See, the CTE brothers.
Because
There we go.
Definitely changed in the last 2 years. His personality is not that. Ain't the same personality we had at Alabama. I'm just gonna say that.
Tua?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because his brain is fucking mush.
Turn it to jello.
You know what? And I hate to be this person. I hope he donates his brain to science when he is done. And I guarantee you, his shit worse than Aaron Hernandez.
I'm about to say Chico's brain wasn't that messed up. He was just crazy.
Well, y'all know in other news, Dallas has parted ways with their defensive coordinator.
That ain't gonna matter.
That was dumb as hell.
That ain't matter. That ain't gonna matter.
That wasn't the problem.
His mama.
Nah, some of that was personnel
was not
too.
their problem.
No,
Jerry Jones is the blessed problem.
It was. Let me, since I'm the resident Cowboys fan up here. Oh no, Keith here's too. My bad. Shit. I'll put it like this. It was personnel issues. It was. Now, when Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator, he knew how to turn water lemonade with what he had. When we heard about Marquise Bell, it was the season that he had him at weak side linebacker as a strong safety, free safety to be exact, 215-pound free safety, and he led the Cowboys in tackles for that. You lose Dan Quinn, you don't retain Al Harris. That's what messed us up right there. I would have kept Al Harris as the defensive coordinator. And you got to put the pieces around him. Second of all, the ass grabbing between Jerry Jones and Michael Parsons on that contract, and then when you decide that I'm not going to talk to him, so I'm going to ship him to a goddamn frozen tundra because that's what you did. Mm-hmm. You messed that up. If you bringing in you first and foremost, you got James Houston in. He led the team in sacks for a minute. Then you brought in Jadeveon Clowney, and he's the leading sack getter for the Cowboys. Then you bring in you got Kenny Clark from that trade. You got Quentin Williams coming in from the Jets. You have Odigizua. Now the 3 down line, the 3 D tackle line, the 5 front was good when you're playing for the run. It was not good for us when we're playing passing downs. We did not have all the personnel. Overshawn didn't come back until late to middle late of the season right there. Which you could have just said, look, you should have just sat out. You could have sat out for the whole season.
Might as well.
Rebel didn't come in until midway in the season as our rookie. And you knew that once he came in that Trayvon Diggs was going to be a non-factor this season. Where I said, am I right, Keith? I said on this show, send his ass to the Raiders for Max Crosby, a first and a third.
The fuck? No.
Max Crosby leaving y'all anyway. And he want to come to Dallas.
He want to come back
is
home.
leaving when his contract is over.
Max
Max
want to come home. Max want to come back home to Dallas.
You know what? If y'all want Max, we need 3 first-round draft picks and 2 threes.
No, I would have gave you a first and a third and cash consideration.
No. We're not gonna just give you a Hall of Famer. We need that Jimmy Johnson reverse contract.
No.
3 first rounders.
No,
and
Jimmy Johnson invented that trade. That trade is his. It's always gonna be his. Y'all can't have that shit.
So when y'all call Vegas,
like that,
just know
I got his plot ready over there in Pleasant Grove Cemetery.
Lord Jesus, he done buried that man again. Speaking of Vegas, I need somebody to understand this and understand me clear when I say this. Get Thomas Patrick Brady the fuck out my building.
Y'all keep him. I'm gonna say like the man in church. He doing all right.
Jamal, why y'all gotta blame Tom Brady for everything that happened?
Because they keep putting his name on stuff. Tom is helping with this, and Tom is helping with that. We won 2 games.
But isn't Tom like VP or something?
Tom is minority owner. Tom is going to be a part of the draft process, a part of the coaching search.
But that's why that's keep it a buck. That is why Mark bought him in, because he was sick of y'all fan base said he didn't know what he was doing. He need to sell the team. The team ain't fucking his to sell. Let's be goddamn honest. It's his mom's team.
Yeah.
He sucks as the owner. And now they're even more mad. Maybe he's just focused on aces. He cares more about basketball. Well, they fucking win. They got him his money back.
All I'm gonna say,
they got him his money back. That man paid $1 million. That man paid a literal $1 million for that franchise, and he didn't got his money back.
I can solve all of this. All of this can be solved. Hire me as the head of security. Tom Brady will be gone in a week. I promise.
They don't need security. They need a coach.
Again, we not gonna get.
They're paying $50 million to coaches who don't.
You need to put that damn little sign up there when you see it all that, because you talk about disappearing this man.
No, that'll be me.
No, that's dumb. Troy said he's just gonna flatten his tires.
Oh no, he said you're not gonna see him again. That is diabolical.
He's gonna be wherever Jerry Jones at.
Thank you, Matt. Matt gets it. Matt understands. He understands what's happening. That's the real deal. That is the real deal.
But he's also keeping them relevant. Like that's sadly, if we're calling a spade a spade,
Vegas.
That's the problem, though. That's part of the problem, though, because you think about it, Troy. Y'all went from being a small market team to a big market team, back to a small market team. Then you move to a place where you're not a small market team, but you're never truly the home team.
No, we are. First off, Vegas is not. Vegas is what I like to call a commuter town. Mm-hmm. You got people coming in from LA, you got people coming in from Oakland, and then the national fan base, right? Mm-hmm. Again, if you watch that game this weekend was damn near a sellout.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Oakland don't really go to Vegas like that. They'll go to Reno before they go to Vegas because it's closer. Trust me. Just live there.
We are not drafting that boy.
Which one?
Fernando.
Mendoza.
Hell no.
I ain't gonna lie. You can hate me. You can hate me now or later. I'm taking Ruben Bain, or that dude on the other side of him. One of them two.
I don't have any problem with the Ibis defense.
That dude's a monster.
Not damn problem. That's why everybody talking all this crazy stuff about. Listen, give me 3 first rounders for Max and 2/3.
I give
Yeah,
you. I probably give you two. I give you 2 first and a third.
Did you not hear me say 2?
God
3.
damn.
No,
no,
you're not about to.
no,
you're
not
not
when
about
Bang.
to cripple my team, bro.
Yeah,
You're not about to try to cripple my team.
You about to
2
cripple
first
mine?
and a third.
and you're not getting a great pick out of us anyway. Because I think the Cowboys
Bro,
are right now slated to get the 18th.
That's why it's
The Cowboys
3.
and the Bucks are next to each other. So either way, that pick, once them two pick, I'm done.
That's what I'm saying. I need 3 of them. Because it's not really, you really getting 2.
You're not getting
really
3.
getting
You're
1.
not gonna get 3 from 2026 draft. You're gonna get 1 from this year, and maybe 1 for next year, and maybe 1 for the year after.
That's all I'm saying. From now to the 20 and to 28, we good.
But again, I think the Ibis messes you up because of the strength of their defensive line, the strength of the Georgia defensive line coming in, some of the Alabama defense. Like this should be a draft class where in the first half of the draft you can get a solid defensive line.
Yeah.
And then your boy decided that he's going to enter the portal and he's going to the University of Miami next year. I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to Miami, but we all know that boy going to Miami. He coming home.
Who was that?
That boy from Ohio State. Oh, he hit the portal. He didn't go to that.
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah,
he going home.
And I can't stand them people. I don't like that private school, but yeah, they might get a nice little run out of this.
You never know.
Miami HOA.
You never know because Hardline over at USF, he might go there too.
I seen what Hardline is bringing in. Yep, that blonde haired lady school is about to be bitterly disappointed. I seen what he bringing in.
A lot of rejects.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to find a nice way of saying that, but they're not going to be
outsiders.
They're not going to be what they were.
Outsiders. We're gonna call them outsiders. We're not gonna say these. That's me.
Thank you, Jamal. You're right.
Blue said he ain't hitting that portal.
He got another 2-3 days to announce.
Yep, 2 days.
So,
they just paid him
Friday.
So we'll see. I watched that national championship game last night.
Oh, that mode was fire.
Oh, it was.
First off, SWAC fans. It is referees everywhere. It ain't just us. Every referee in America.
They were horrible.
They was terrible. But you can't blame Montana State having 4 false starts in the first quarter of the drive. That was ridiculous.
I know that offensive pass interference changed the first half of the game.
I ain't gonna lie though. You can't forget about Snowflake. Like that's Snowflake number 4. That white boy cold.
Are you talking about Taco from what's the name State?
Yes, sir. That white boy was cold. Good Lord.
Hey man. Hey, offensive coordinators. Your job is to score touchdowns, not get in positions for field goals. If you would have kept attacking, you would have scored a touchdown and ended the game. Instead, twice you put it in the hands of Taco.
Taco. So wait, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. That white boy, is he colder than Cooper Kupp right now?
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. I don't know. Because I'm a Raiders fan and we drafted 2 Canada Junior people last year, I don't know. And none of them on the team, by the way. Neither one of them on the team. I don't know.
Canada Junior.
Yeah, we drafted 2 of them.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that Canada Junior we got in Jacksonville right now that done played 4 positions on the offensive line all season.
That white boy cold.
He earned them 25 million they paying him. They moved that man from right guard to left guard in the middle of the season. He said, no problem.
Right. Happy to do it.
Oh, you need me to play center this week? I can do that too.
Tommy Rittenhouse for Illinois State was 33 of 46, 311, 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
There would be no reason for me, and let's keep it a buck. They was running the ball decent all night.
Yes.
It should have been attack, because Montana State was giving them opportunities to win the game. They just wouldn't take it. They just wouldn't take it.
I think the other part of that, I think this is where when we start talking about the SWAC fans, what this game showed me was, one, the difference between styles, because I think if you had some of the SWAC talent on the outside, especially Indiana State, because you could tell there was a speed difference even between Indiana State and Montana State, where a couple of them dudes, like that, your boy, what is it? I got to go back and look. I believe your boy had like 200, like 170 receiving yards. And yeah, like if you have some of that SWAC speed on the outside, that's a problem. And that's why you going forward will definitely benefit from not playing those schools, because they don't get to see your talent and get in front of you as much. But if they can get some of those kids up there, we'll be tired. Because North Dakota State been doing it. They come to Florida and get them 3-4 every year.
Because Florida is the goddamn football state. Fuck what you heard.
Hold on now. Don't talk reckless.
I said what I said.
Reckless. No, that ain't reckless.
Ain't nobody talking reckless.
It's Florida, California, Texas, Louisiana.
No, don't put California up in there. Them fools is trash.
Joe Montana.
It's Texas, Florida, and Georgia.
No, because if you need a QB, you looking in California to get
I'm about to say
so
Joe Montana, John Elway, Tom Brady.
We gonna call a spade a spade.
You naming QBs I don't like.
I said, Florida is the damn football state. Because if you go to the Buck or down to Harlem, over there to Liberty City, you gonna get you a bowler. What are we talking about? Liberty City has produced more D1 talent than entire states. You looking at the college football playoffs right now. 49 starters are from Florida, more than any state in the country. We are the football state. What the fuck are you talking about?
We're gonna have this when we see each other tomorrow. We really gonna have this discussion.
I don't give a damn. We can have it in a phone booth in Times Square. I said what I said.
Yeah, we the football state now. Hold up now.
Look, after we been whooping y'all ass last couple of years of high school football.
But now, and I
don't want y'all to say we're gonna put IMG Academy up in there because them motherfuckers.
We don't count IMG. We don't count
IMG Academy.
No.
Nobody
Thank you.
Nobody counts IMG Academy, but ESPN and what you call it. That school don't exist. That school don't fucking count. We talking about Reigns. We talking about Northwestern. We talking about Madison County. We talking about Bishop Moore in Miami. We like this, not Miami, Orlando. This is what Dr. Phillips. This is what we talking about. Nobody gives a fuck about IMG.
Reigns, Edgewater and Jones in Orlando.
Edgewater, Jones, Mandarin.
Chaminade, Madonna.
Madonna.
I did see this. I seen them play. I seen American Heritage play. I've been seeing Northwestern. I already know how Northwestern is. Miami Central, Carroll City. But I mean, I don't like.
We haven't even got to the Pompano schools yet.
Let me just tell you something right now, because we talk about a lot of places. If Reebok and Reigns get back to where they supposed to be,
it's really
over.
But it can't happen at the same time. It can't happen at the same time. They're too close.
So they're gonna be on
you know, back in the day, Reebok used to take Reigns players.
But the problem is you already have your big three in Jacksonville. You have Mandarin.
Yep.
You have Reigns, and you always have the bowl school.
Yep.
And so outside of that, you really can't.
You'll have Sandalwood that'll pop up every once in a while.
Man, we used to wax them boys too, boy. They used to come to Tallahassee.
when I say every once in a while, I mean it.
And now, heaven forbid, if Lake City, Columbia ever get back to what it used to be, that was the
Them
worst
boys used
thing
to
ever.
eat. They used
Hey,
to eat collard greens for lunch.
mm-mm,
Them boys was
mm-mm.
different.
They eat collard greens for
we,
lunch.
Doc,
hey,
them boys
we,
corn fed. Like
they
Hey,
corn
they
fed.
used to joke
hey,
about
corn
us being country in Tallahassee. They'd be like, "Oh,
yo,
y'all corn fed at Lincoln." No.
No.
Lake City, them boys are built different, and we used to beat them
And
every year because we
and
had better coaches.
Madison and Taylor County, but we also got a sleeping giant over there in Panama City with Bay High School.
No,
Hold
not
on,
Bay.
hold
It
No,
ain't
on.
Bay. It
So
ain't
you
Bay.
hold
who
on.
is it
It's
now?
Glen Haven Mosley.
So wait a
Who?
minute. Hold on.
Mosley.
Wait. So you came all the way across Billy Joe Internet to come throw bowls at FAMU. Okay. All right. That's cool.
How they sorry now?
Hold on. It's a new day. It
oh, Lord.
100% is a new day. Bet your
I'm trying to
eyebrows,
figure
bitch.
out. I'm trying to figure
Bet
out.
your eyebrows.
We are talking about high school football, and he talking about family in Florida State. We
Wait, first
talking
and
about
foremost,
high school football.
wait, don't we have a and I granted, I cannot stand that private school. But about 85 to 90% of that talent is from the great state of Florida. Didn't they win their last two games in the state of Texas?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
did told y'all, but see, here's the thing though. Hold on, Keith. Traditionally, Miami has came to Dallas and invaded our space to get some players to come out of Dallas to come play for University of Miami. Trust me,
I
I
told
know this.
y'all. Hold
You're
I
on.
right.
know this.
no,
Don't
but
get me wrong.
it's the
Don't get me
no,
wrong.
but it
Florida
no no
State
no no
did.
no no no
No,
no. But
hold
it's the
on.
same
Florida
thing I
State
just
did.
said. If you go to California to get a goddamn quarterback, what you go to Texas for? It damn
Running
sure
backs,
ain't speed.
linebackers.
It's a water running back and some
You
meat.
get motherfuckers that play football year round.
Same thing
We
in
only
College.
play
Florida. We'll never
football
stop
year
playing
round
football.
in
Hey,
Florida.
but what I'm saying is, Miami has historically since the 80s, even before Jimmy Johnson even got to Miami and got to Dallas, they used to come to Miami. They used to come to Dallas and get kids from Dallas to go to Miami. Kevin Williams, Jesse Armstead. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Florida State did the same shit too. Because
Absolutely.
they
They
showed
got
me
a few.
coming, Florida State used to come invade Dallas like it wasn't shit. Clifton Abraham.
We used to get quarterbacks from Texas. We
Thank
used to
Absolutely.
you.
go down south to get
Florida doesn't
all the
produce many
speed.
good quarterbacks. Florida, we don't produce
Bro,
good quarterbacks.
hey, I said this shit early when I was on this show. Your favorite football players from the state of
It's from
Florida.
the state of
I
Florida.
said
Yep.
what I said.
Yes.
All right. So I guess there was an
Georgia
announcement
came
that
up. Georgia came up because a lot of the people
South,
started moving
no,
from Florida. So if you
Key,
start
South, but
with
South Georgia always been about that life.
South Georgia,
Thomasville,
I'm
but
about to tell you what.
payroll, they
South Georgia,
always
but
been
Atlanta
about that life.
Metro. That's the big thing. Like you start looking
Atlanta
at
Metro is new. South
Atlanta Metro
Georgia,
blew up.
that's because they paying coaches $100,000 a year.
That and
What you think they're
population.
doing in Texas? What you think?
but people no, but to Keith's point, people are moving. They relocate. You do have a
Travis
lot of
Hunter.
them South Georgia families that are relocated to Atlanta because life better. I can
Travis
get a better
Hunter.
job.
Travis Hunter's
It's
not
like
from Georgia.
Travis
He's a
Hunter
Florida boy.
sounds
He
yeah,
from
because he's
Florida
from
boy. He
Savannah,
a
ain't
Florida
he?
boy.
Who,
But
Hunter?
but here's the thing, like y'all said how you see how Georgia moving, people moving to like Gwinnett County, South Fulton, Clayco. But of course, we know South Georgia football, Valdosta, Warner Robins, all of them, Gainesville, they've been whooping everybody ass. It's the same thing here. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the same thing here in Texas. Like all the kids moved out from the inner city here in Dallas to go to your schools like Duncanville, Cedar Hill, DeSoto, Lancaster, Red Oak, or you go up north to Allen, to any other Richardson. But I live here in Urban. Urban ain't been the same since the early 2000s in high school football. But you go to South Lake Carroll, Trinity, Euless Trinity, because we have a, like I said, if you want some Samoan linemen, you go to Trinity. They produce them. But I say this though because the guy, the head coach for South Oak Cliff, he's done it with the talent inside of the city limits, and he does not recruit, and he gets them from the neighborhood, and you see how they doing it as far as they go to they've been to the championship game 5 times. They won the championship year. They won the 5A Division II championship 3 out of 5 years with the talent that's in the neighborhood. We don't have that shit no more here. MacArthur suck. MacArthur suck. MacArthur ain't been the same since the mid 2000s, man. But
I'll just say this, Doc. Florida State used to be a proper university. We used to go down to Belle Glades and go get us some football players.
Belle Glades, Harlem, Pahokee, Immokalee.
If they didn't chase rabbits, we wasn't talking to them.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Go to the muck. Yeah, I know that. It's been drilled into my head. It preached into my head about the muck. It's just something like, to me here, here in the state, it's just something because we have so many, because the state is so big.
That's
and
what it
you
is.
just have so many regions. Like, who the fuck wants to go out to San Angelo and Midland, Odessa and play schools out there? I don't want to make that 5 to 6 hour drive.
So
we had the same shit here. Who wants to drive all the way up to Madison County, Gaston County to play a damn game?
Listen,
no, the boys all come down here. Like literally, I hate to say it, everybody comes down here, and
we played Fort White this year. I think it was like our 3rd game of the season because they would not come to Quincy.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know if it's different in Texas. In Florida, the big thing is in Florida we cliquish. I like it for any first day. If you've never been to Florida, we're real cliquish. Like if you with the click, you with the click. If you're not, you're not. But even in football, it starts to happen because the kids they grow together, they play together, and then some of these schools, like here in Orlando area, a Popka used to run stuff. A Popka ain't running nothing now because those kids don't go to college. So all of a sudden, the kids from Jones started going to college. I was a part of that. Edgewater kids, my wife's over there. Those kids go to college. She's lead counselor. Like those kids going to school. Like so, Dr. Phillips, they doing a little something. They going to FAMU. West Orange, those kids going places. So what happens here in Florida, since the coaches don't make the money, they start looking at, okay, what high school is putting my kid in college? And they all start transferring to those schools. I ain't gonna lie. And they lie by their information. I ain't gonna lie to you. And some of these schools get caught. Look, my wife dry snitched on one of my kids one year. I'm like, dang, baby, I thought you loved me. She was like, he should have stayed where he was at. He should have.
But the crazy thing in Orlando, though.
She said, I got to do my job, baby. Got to do my job.
That's exactly what she said. I'm like, damn, I thought you loved me.
But the crazy thing in Orlando is school choice. You don't have to do that no more. You can go anywhere you want to as long as they have room for you at their school.
Yep.
And they will make room for you if you a baller.
Yep. But your paperwork still got to be in order. We just saw
it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No.
Not in Orlando.
Our parents don't know how to lie right. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Our parents don't know how to lie right.
That's true. They don't.
Because what happens is in Orlando, every high school has a magnet program. That's how you lie. If you put your kid in that magnet program at that school, you're good. You don't really, the paperwork doesn't matter. And what happens is they'll come over, they don't even like put their kids in the magnet program. They just transfer with some new information and they get caught. Whereas, we had some kids, they would get in the magnet program, they do a year in the magnet program, then they get out of it. And then once you're a senior, 8th grader or a 5th grader in Orange County, I can only speak for Orange County. I work for Orange County Public Schools. They have to let you stay there. So if you're a senior and you at a school and you was there last year, it don't matter if your parents moved to Africa. You're our student, you can stay.
See, it used to be like that when here. We still do it like that here in Dallas. Like I'm be honest, like when back in the late 90s, early 2000s, when Chris Bosh was at Lincoln. Lincoln is a humanities has a humanities magnet program. So, but Chris stayed in Hutchins, which is like down there 6-7 miles south of Dallas, going towards Houston. And so the only way he could have went over there was for the magnet program. Same thing with back in the day when Larry Johnson went to Skyline. Skyline had a magnet. Skyline is a cluster magnet school, meaning that they have it's damn near a vocational school. So you have so many deals like aviation, cosmetology, child, all that right there is clustered, right? And it's in the Pleasant Grove area. But Larry Johnson from South Dallas, how he get over there? Got to be in the magnet program. But everybody else back then, you could not go. No, you couldn't go to. Let's just say you went to Kimball, and you decide that you want to go play at Madison. Kimball is over in the Redbird area, and Madison is in South Dallas. They were not going to let you go over there for anything because you didn't even stay in the attendance zone. If it ain't a magnet school or a talented gifted program, they not letting you do that shit. Let's see what.
Shoot, when I was in school here in Florida, we had first day rule. That's what we used to call it. Wherever you went to high school, your first day, not necessarily the first day of school, but your first day of school is who you had to play for. So I remember, I think it was my junior year, a lot of kids just simply did not go to school until coaches were hired and shit was figured out. And then they would magically pop up at a school. Like, what the hell? Man, you live down the street from me. What you doing at Leon?
I got a question. I know we talked about this the other day, Troy. If Ole Miss, we're going back to college. If Ole Miss win college football playoffs, right, with Trinidad Chambliss, is Trinidad Chambliss one of the best QBs or best players in NCAA football since he done it on 2 different levels?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he a better version of Cam Ward?
Yeah.
Cam Ward.
Yeah. Cam Ward didn't win that.
I actually like Cam Ward.
I like Cam Ward. He's just
I like Cam Ward too.
But I like Cam Ward. Fuck the Titans.
He didn't win nothing.
That's not all of him though. They was soft.
We talking about him as the player. We not to fuck the school.
We talking about Cam Ward from college.
Cam Ward.
We talking about Cam Ward from college. Cam Ward from college went to
hold on. Hit me out.
Three different schools.
Hit me out. Just hit before y'all shoot. Hit me out.
Here you go.
Cam Ward put Miami in some bad situations that he had to dig them out of in his career at Miami. Remember, that Vatek game should never have come down to the last minutes. It should have never got to that point.
Sometimes you need games like that to kind of build up your resume, though, for real.
I understand all of that. I'm just telling you my viewpoint on
it. Wait. Counterpoint, though. Counterpoint. Who had better receivers, Carson Beck or Cam Ward? Because you had Mr. Reliable.
Carson Beck.
You had Mr. Reliable, Barrios, but outside of Barrios, who was that reliable? I think Carson Beck's receivers are better this year. This Miami team is better
receivers.
Then he, wait a minute, but then he had Restrepo too.
Oh, Restrepo ran an 8.740. Like,
the motherfucker was open.
He sucked
because he was in the slot.
Still, he had reliable hands.
Trash. I say that as a Florida State fan.
But I'm just saying. Cam Ward going on 3.
pull up his numbers when he played Florida State. Florida State was hands-on man-to-man. He didn't do what he did against Florida. Against Florida State, they put him in a phone booth.
Florida State,
He
y'all
didn't
had some criminals. Y'all had criminals out there guarding him.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
No,
Florida
not
State
this
stopped
season.
having felons on the football team after the late 2000s.
Yeah.
Early 2000s, excuse me. After the early 2000s, there are no more felons on that Florida State football team. We gotta call it. Once FAMU's athletic director left the team, that was the last group of felons that that's when they started getting rid of felons.
Now, why the fuck you had to be that damn shady,
Oh
King?
man,
Cam was a zero star in high school.
Bro, that went over so many people's head. Oh my God, King.
Oh my.
Yo.
Oh my.
Find the lie. Find the lie. If I'm lying, I'm lying.
Man, hold on. Let's dispel some stuff real quick. We gotta tell the truth about some stuff.
Oh
Cam
my
Ward
God.
ran the wing T in high school. They weren't throwing the ball that much, so he didn't get looks because he ran the wing T. That's on the high school coach. Parents, where your kid goes, his development matters.
Yeah, but you cannot blame him from where he's from a one high school town. He's from West Columbia,
there you go.
Texas.
Well,
it would be different. It would have been different if he was in Houston. You know what I'm saying? If he was somewhere in Houston, it would be different. But he was in Columbia, Texas.
But I want to be honest about when we start talking about this national championship, this next playoff game with Miami and Ole Miss, right?
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wanted to be an 18 overtime. We ain't got the money to pay the overtime for these staff people, so we just got to end the game. I want that kind of tie. I don't want neither one of them to win.
I don't like one of these schools.
I remember a girl that I dated at FAMU was from Mississippi, and she was explaining to me the whole why black people in Mississippi like Mississippi State over Ole Miss. She explained the whole thing to me. So no,
it's fuck them both.
Exactly.
Yeah. If I ever have to pick, I'm always gonna pick State over Ole Miss.
Yes, always State over Ole Miss, but fuck them both.
Yes.
So
yes,
pretty much.
And to the nice FAMU people that I hang around with that are from South Florida and that are Ibis fans, I'm sorry, I don't want y'all to win shit.
I don't rock with that private school. I don't care if you from South Florida. I'm from Tallahassee. That's why I root for Florida State. I understand.
Somebody in the family alumni group said they need to have separate press conferences so we can boo Davis.
You know when he coming on the show, right? We know he coming on the show.
I didn't say that.
Oh my God,
bro! I love her so much, man. He's still gonna get booed if the student. If the student body booed the football team at the football team's pep rally, what the hell you think they gonna do to him?
Hell, they booed Marvel.
Yes.
Everybody catches bullets at FAMU, and normally they're not strays. Sniper.
No, it's sniper. We do not duck who we don't like on the hill. We don't give a damn who you are.
Shit.
I am still blocked by 2 previous board of trustee members 15 years later, and I will do it again.
Jesus.
It's crazy now, but you think about it. Ole Miss just resigned their top running back to an NIL deal for $2 million.
Dang.
They not playing with LSU.
Lane thought that he was gonna come back up to Mississippi to go get all the players that he had on his team, and where Ole Miss has said, "Fuck you, we'll see y'all next season."
Hey, and Matt, yes, fuck Southern Miss too.
So Matt, real quick, we do have a general manager. His name is Tyrone Johnson. FAMU.
His name Tyrone.
Oh, hell. God damn
You
it.
better call Tyrone.
Man, I had never met a non-scamming Tyrone or a non-scamming Rodney. I ain't
Right.
even finna lie.
These are
Oh my God. Somebody have fucking hands on
Hey, I be
And
hating when they come on the
no,
show though.
it was
But
not
still,
me.
why the hell would your mama name you Tyrone?
y'all know he coming on the show, right?
I was waiting on
And I'm gonna
trying
be
to say
nice. He gonna get these jokes though.
that.
Look, these are you. You have if he is black, and I've only met. Look, I can't. I've never not met a non-black Tyrone.
Me neither.
I believe I've met a white Rodney, and he was a little shysty. But
Told you.
anyways, if he's been black his whole life, he knows you're gonna get joked on. Everybody catches jokes. You're black.
Yes. I had an uncle named Tyrone and we let his ass have it too.
For the fans who are like kind of trying to figure out like why am I reacting the way that I do?
Because he don't want he
on Fat
wants
Mouth
to get
Sports,
rejected.
we on a regular basis shoot at everybody. So
Wow.
even friendlies catch fire.
Yep.
Everybody.
So that's why I'm the one that send the emails.
Mm-hmm.
And we have yet, and again, Trav, it's me, it's your boy. Like, it's okay. You can like answer the email. Like, I just, I don't want nobody to think that I ain't trying to get Jackson State on the show. I just, I sent the email. I don't know what happened.
They don't respond.
What?
They don't respond.
We respond. I don't know what I don't know.
I think Dennis is just a regular white guy. Dennis is just a regular white guy.
What about Dennis?
He's a good guy.
I
Hey,
think he got a little
shout
Irish
out.
in
You
his
know what?
family.
Fuck all that. Y'all talked all that shit. Shout out to Dennis with them new signing, the recruit signing graphics.
Those
That
are
shit
fire.
fire.
That's
Fish is
fire.
supposed to motherfucking swim. I am not finna okay him because he finally did his
damn it.
goddamn job.
Y'all know that ninja in love.
I'm in love too, but I still take my ass to work every day.
Don't do a boy like that. That's my boy.
He has done more for this podcast than that dude in
He
Canada
has.
Junior.
And guess what? He getting these motherfucking jokes too.
Oh God.
Is there
God.
equal opportunities?
Hell yes.
Oh my God.
What's the other playoff game? Is Oregon and Indiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
I got
crazy.
Indiana in that one.
I was today years old when I realized Oregon's last game was in Miami. If Oregon wins, they go back to Miami.
Oh, that's crazy.
My coworker's an Oregon grad. She like, we missed the game because a previous. I was like, ooh.
Shit.
She was
Hey,
like,
y'all pray for me. I gotta go to Duval this weekend. The last time Buffalo was in Duval, they was fighting in the stadium. So this finna be interesting.
Hey, hit me up because I'm gonna be over there too.
Okay, I'll hit you up.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go with Oregon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Oregon. And what I see from Oregon is an SEC style defense that's built like the University of Georgia.
but that's partially because they came down here and they got the speed and they put the speed at some of the key positions. Like they go to California, they come to Florida, they come to Texas, they get the best of our players, and then they bring them up there to Oregon and use that Nike money to keep them there.
The biggest problem that Oregon is gonna have is not the players or the speed, is being out coached. I don't know what that dude in Indiana done tapped into, or he done took a dip in Lake Minnetonka, but his coaches, he is Super Saiyan when it comes to coaching. Them kids are prepared for every situation that could possibly be thrown at them in a game.
Hey,
His
Every game.
Dragon Ball
He-
is
wait,
250 yards a game. That is
I'm
his
gonna put it
Dragon
like this.
Ball.
I'm gonna put it like this: Indiana University is the home of them pretty boys. KA side. I think the man that he got a whole gallon of Nuke juice and said, "Fuck it."
You already know the whole frat behind him too. All of us.
He said, "I got some Nuke juice. I got me a cane. Fuck it. I'm about to go out there and show my ass."
Listen,
I'm gonna be
I
honest with you.
I don't have no dog in this fight. This is probably going to be a battle of who going to be the first round draft pick. But that man,
Oh goodness! Look, we here.
they running the ball 250 yards a game.
My bad.
We here. Yeah.
I don't. My whole thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. It comes down to the QBs. Who's gonna go out there and make the play when it counts? Because the last game for Oregon, they relied more on their defense. They relied more on defense than their offense. Texas Tech for almost like 2.5, 3 quarters was pretty much keeping them in check. Basically, the Red Raiders was just giving away. They were giving away prizes. They were giving away turnovers. You get a turnover. You get a turnover. You get a turnover. Hey,
I don't listen.
And Texas Tech misses the benefit of having at a certain place. You still Texas Tech. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be
That's
dismissive,
true.
but you're not Texas A&M or Texas, and so
Lipstick on a pig is still a pig.
that part, like they are still missing those guys on the outside. They don't have a Crabtree out there. They don't have a Wes Welker on the inside. Like they're missing that guy on the outside.
or Amendola.
Danny Amendola. Like, and they don't have the offensive genius of a Pirate as a head coach anymore. So it's like you got good talent, but there's certain areas you still have to bring out to West Texas. And let's call a spade a spade. It's Lubbock, Texas. How many
I don't care. You go party. You go party and love it for real.
I'm gonna tell y'all the what has been shown to be the bearer of all of these different games is when you coach your kids up, they succeed. And you look at the teams that are in these playoffs, like Miami has an abundance of talent. Their quarterback had 130 yards passing, and it looked like they absolutely dominated Ohio State.
On the defensive side of the ball, though,
they
running backs ran down their throat.
Yeah, Cristobal can't coach worth a darn though. Like we've already established that. Like, he's not a great coach.
A long time
ago.
But
do you trust the backup coach at Ole Miss?
No.
Like this, they ain't Lane Kiffin calling plays. Like Georgia never should have lost that game.
That man looks like a fat version of Chaos from the Progressive commercials.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. I will say this though. I think you said you hit the nail on the head though, Marlon. Like the question with Miami, can Cristobal coach well enough to not get out coached? Because Ole Miss is really playing this game, and they're gonna be playing this with a coaching advantage. That's a crazy thing to say, that a non-experienced coach might have the coaching experience over Cristobal.
I am going to tell y'all the secret to, like, I don't really give people plays if they betting on Hard Rock or whatnot. But if Ole Miss wins, they got to pay Lane Kiffin $1 million.
Well,
not Ole Miss,
LSU.
Well, LSU is still Lane Kiffin is still profiting off of Ole Miss.
You know what? I shouldn't post this. This is wrong, but I'll allow it.
He's on that booger sugar.
That man is is higher than the dancers in Studio 54, and nothing will convince me otherwise.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather have that man on the sideline being like that than shit. I'm about to say Jeremy Shockey, but he just is Looney Tunes shit.
He is.
Yes, he is.
I am
enjoying convicts
so,
versus Confederates is
that's a racist shit. We're not even talking about that.
In this case, I am cheering for the convicts. Let's go. It's all about the Ibis.
It is. It's all about the Ibis. They gotta beat their ass for that.
I am not a fan of the Ibis, but Michael Irvin, with everything that he got going on at home with his wife, allow him moments of joy.
I have no clue what he got going on at home with his wife.
His wife
Sandy has Alzheimer's. She has Alzheimer's.
Okay.
All right.
So he's the primary. He's a caregiver, and whenever he gets out,
he outside. I got you.
I
got you. I ain't mad at that.
No, I mean that. Caregivers are unsung heroes a lot of the time.
Precisely.
So, yeah.
And as much bullshit that man has been through in the 30-something years that he's been in Dallas, that woman ain't left his side not one time.
No,
she hasn't.
Nope. And
it ain't even about. To me, with Sandy, it wasn't even about the money. It was about I married this man for thick, for better or worse.
Yeah.
Thick, thin. She lived up to her vows.
Mm-hmm.
Now Michael Irvin is gonna be living up to his vows. They'll do us apart for sickness and health. Because look, sometimes when you at home, when you at home with somebody that's dealing with something like that, you gotta get out sometime.
Oh yeah,
you gotta get out sometime. So
yeah, you're not gonna hear me say nothing bad about Mike and his antics. I may laugh, but you're not gonna hear me say nothing bad about it.
Hey, belt the ass is the belt the ass.
He stole that from FAMU. He stole that from FAMU though.
He stole that from Marcus Riley.
It's all right. It's all right. Let him have a moment. Let him have a moment. So this upcoming week, if you follow me on social media and you're not an HBCU fan, the SWAC has a huge week of games this week. I'm not so sure about the MEAC.
Talking about basketball?
Basketball.
This SWAC still messing that up. Oh, big. Never mind.
Grambling is playing Bethune-Cookman. So that's a who is who game. Are you for real or are you not for real? Early in the season. So that game is important. Grambling State still looks impressive. And apparently UAPB is hooping too. So please watch, if you can, get SWAC TV on your Amazon Prime device. Get SWAC TV and enjoy the games. And enjoy the games.
But let's call a spade though. Like the SWAC and the MEAC are definitely fumbling the bag on this. Like first and foremost, scheduling, and we say this every year. You can't keep fumbling the bag on scheduling and being this lazy. Like you're lazy. FAMU, Cookman, Southern, Grambling, Jackson State, Valley, your rivals should never open up the season against each other when nobody's on campus. Like you're fumbling the bag. It's a terrible thing. It's a bad look because as packed as that gym could have been, and granted, we all watched the Cookman game. There was nobody there as far as like, and the gym only sit like 500 people, and it still looked half empty.
That gym sit
500 if you put people on the stage.
So it's like the gym was half empty. Like that game needs to be moved back at least 2 or 3 weeks. And then the other part that I feel like the MEAC and SWAC are missing on, especially when you have a Maryland Eastern Shore, a Compton State. We talked about on other spaces, bringing in a Chicago State into one of these conferences, probably the SWAC, and a Tennessee State. How do you not, on the backs of...
We don't need no more damn Tigers in the SWAC.
Nah, we need that money though. We need that money.
We need the money.
We need that market.
Somebody need to change the goddamn mascot.
We need the Nashville market, and when that Chicago market and the SWAC would be huge. But how do you not have a MEAC SWAC
the Atlanta
shoot-off?
market too? Add the Atlanta market.
Yes, but how do you not have a MEAC SWAC shoot-off on the backs of the Celebration Bowl? Like literally, the week of the Celebration Bowl, either that week or the week after, you should have the MEAC and SWAC basketball schools playing against each other. You could call it the MEAC SWAC shootout, just like the ACC and the SEC do, and the Big Ten and the SEC, and make it to where it's an HBCU thing. If you can get some sponsors, you can bring the little pep bands and kind of make it a whole thing where it's another celebration of HBCU culture, and it's also something that makes money. And I feel like that's just something we're fumbling the bag on, because we spending so much time barnstorming, whereas take out 2 of those games, play each other, put the money back in your own pockets, play at a neutral site, maybe even play in Atlanta that weekend, and take advantage of the fact that people are already there, and have a little basketball weekend the week of the Celebration Bowl.
But that's forward thinking and being creative and scrappy that we seem to lack at decision-making levels, and not just our institution, but all of the institutions for some weird reason.
Side note, I know I trashed the Roku SWAC TV app. As I am finishing up my Roku app, it ain't SWAC TV, it's the platform.
Yes.
So
because HBCU Go was fire on the app and on the I was watching it on Amazon Prime. That was fire. I can't take nothing away from them. Like, we talked. I just definitely dumped on the SWAC a little bit and the MEAC for not missing money, but they that looked good, and the cameras was crisp at that little 500 seat gym. I mean, and you can only do so much because the cameras are really close to the floor too. Ain't like you got a lot of space, so
well, they got, you've been there. They got the cameras on the floor, and then they got those 2 that they got, at the top row, if you will, on the visitor side.
Yeah, because you got the guys in the roller chairs, and they do that at South Florida too. So I wouldn't even. Yeah. That's not a shot. They do that at the big schools too, and dudes sitting in the roller chairs on the floor.
Yeah, so they can get them under the basket shots.
Yes.
And the next time I work the USF game, I'm gonna make sure that I get me a pillow, because that floor is hard.
Yeah, I ain't know they had y'all sitting on the floor, bro.
They had y'all on the floor?
They had me on the floor because I had my camera taking pictures. Yeah, I was on the floor under the basket.
On the floor.
Well, and the thing about USF, their floor is raised a little bit. So like I was doing stats there, and so it's bad because the stat table, granted, I ain't but 5 foot nothing, but we're sitting below a little bit. So you're doing this the whole game. So I'll be back next week.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it ain't that bad, but yes.
It ain't that bad. Because Vanderbilt's so bad, the benches are under the goals.
Yes, them and Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like coaches be under the basket trying to yell to the other end of the court. Like, this is crazy.
Now, I do want to say, like I said, the app, the Fat Mouse Sports Roku app will be live one of these days, that I can like slip it in, because it requires me to be at my desk for probably about 4 or 5 hours, and I'm kind of on restrictions. And I make that joke, but I want people to understand something. Going through this whole prostate cancer thing, going in, I said that I needed to tell people about the process, because a lot of us don't get the help that we need because of everything that goes into it. Because the first thing you hear is, oh, I won't be able to have sex for 6 months, and I'm going to be incontinent for X amount of weeks and all of this stuff. understand that your people want you here. And I have somebody that let me know every day that Ash not going to be raising himself. So you're going to be here. And I'm thankful for that. But I also want y'all to understand that this is a process. And it is both a mental process and it's a physical process. Like me sitting in this chair for 2 hours, this is great. But the moment I stand up, I'm in fear that everything is going to flush out of my system at the moment I stand up. So it is a mental process with this as well. And I'm saying all that to say this. Whatever little bullshit inconvenience that I'm going through right now is temporary. Don't lose your life because we got examples upon examples of people who look like me, stars, who are not with us anymore because they didn't do what they needed to do. And you know who I'm talking about. It's cancer. In my mind, cancer was never supposed to be my calling. Was never supposed to be, hey, protect yourself. I just happen to be here, and I know somebody is going through this or thinking about going through this, and they're thinking that they don't need to do it. Your job is to be on this planet as long as possible so your family can enjoy you and learn from you as long as possible. It's called a gift of life for a reason. Don't throw that gift away. So when you see me rambling on Twitter about how that lady won't let me work, it's just jokes. I made dinner tonight. She been trying to make dinner every night since I got out the hospital. I made dinner tonight. I got tired of that shit. I can make dinner, damn it. Now, granted, I can't be out there with a chainsaw cutting down no bamboo, but it's okay. It'll happen. It'll happen. I might even sneak around and do some yard work.
Sit your ass down somewhere, Troy.
Let me help you, bro.
Look.
So
sit your $5 ass down.
Right.
But
give it 3 weeks.
Screened. Yeah, get screened. I pray for the best, but understand the worst. If it's caught early, this is nothing. 6 months is nothing. We're talking about now to another football season. I'm already looking at fur coats for December. 6 months. I can do 6 months on my head.
Shit, I'm about to call my tailor in the morning.
So
that man said he gonna get the Michael Irvin fur coat.
I ain't gonna lie. Don't let us go to the celebration bowl. I one of my line brothers. Yeah. I might have to give you a little custom something done right there.
Exactly. I'm about to call my tailor.
Just know it's gonna be Stacey Adams in full length fur. Just know.
Not Stacey Adams. I thought we gave up on
Stacey. If you were Stacey Adams in that cold ass weather in Atlanta, you gonna need to go to your doctor about your feet.
I'm about to say, Stacey ain't comfortable. I gave up on Stacey because Stacey gave up on me.
Listen, Stacey's just look like how women say they got shoes that they just look good in and they kick them off. Stacey's is good for 1 hour and 25 minutes. At 1 hour and 30, I'm at them shoes.
I don't have that problem with my cowboy boots, and I just bought me a new pair of snake skins. I'm ready.
I want Stacey Adams to make some cowboy boots. If y'all hear me, make me some cowboy boots.
They're not gonna be comfortable. They're not gonna be comfortable.
They're not gonna be comfortable, bro. You just gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to take you to Culver's, or we're gonna have to go holler at Dan Post, and we're gonna get you a pair of good boots. Stacey ain't gonna do cowboy boots, right?
Stacey barely does dress shoes right.
Listen, my Stacey Adams have never led me to fall.
They never let me fall, but it sure hurt my feet.
You gotta listen. You gotta make sure if you have wide feet, get wide feet, Stacey Adams.
I have wide feet, Stacey Adams.
Y'all know you gotta be some kind of old to be on On your soapbox, touting Stacey Adams. You can't go in a regular store and find no Stacey Adams.
Sure can't. Got to find them things online now.
No,
You have to
it's
go
still
to
some
the
K and G's. It is
yeah,
still
you have
some
to go
K
to
and G's out there.
K and G's or the
Right.
M&R. M&R,
And
they
I
got them too.
said a regular store.
Right. Because
It's a
look,
K and G in every major city in Florida. I'm straight.
not in Tallahassee.
No,
That's
we
not
got
a major
M&R in
city.
Tallahassee, bro. Wait a goddamn minute, Troy.
We got 2 K&G in Orlando. No, 3 of them. I think they
3.
closed one.
First of all, it's called M&R, and it's out there on Capitol Circle, right next to it's right next to the Land Seafood Market.
Wait. The
Cap,
one owned by the Asian people.
yeah, it's out
Yeah.
there.
They do you right. They ain't gonna hold you.
They
I
do,
yeah.
and they got a tailor on staff.
Oh man. Oh, there's a guy that makes custom big hats. So I shot him on he on Insta. No, he on Snap, not Snapchat. He on TikTok, and he did some Qs and some Kappa hats. We might need to get a big hat. I'm just saying for the pod, might need to get a big hat. Just fur coat, full length fur coat, Stacey Adams, and big hat for the celebration bowl. Oh, I'm gonna be styling.
They're gonna be like, what's this Mississippi pimp looking at being over here
You
for?
you are the only person who got excited about that ensemble that you just put out
The
there.
extraness
Oh my
of people
god.
that are affiliated with SWAC institutions needs to be studied. I love it, but it needs to be studied.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
That is hilarious.
Oh my god.
I do know. I don't work at. Y'all would not put me in no FAMU hat. Y'all would not put me in no FAMU shit.
No, Fat Mouse Sports hat. Fat Mouse Sports hat.
Let's
He
make
said
a
a
bet.
fat mouse sports hat.
Yeah, I was about to say
Oh.
I don't bet to wear nobody else's uniforms or colors. I don't do that.
Absolutely not.
No.
You might get me to bet a lot of shit. But
I'm
if
not
anybody say anything about put on Bethune nothing, then we might as well get in the field. We finna fight.
I'll wear it. It's gonna have a fuck you stamp all over it, but I'll wear it.
Hey,
I
let's get
stick to
into
what I know. Eyebrows and chest
supporter
hair.
news. Let's get into supporter news before we roll up out of here.
Oh, the kid from Southern.
The receiver that's going
The
to Boise
receiver from
State.
Southern. Yeah, he's going to Boise State.
Darren Moore, Mr. Not impressed. We not impressed with your stats, son.
The hold on, there's another one. Wait. Who was the coach that called out? Oh my god.
Talk about Tremaine Jackson? Talking about
No, there was a coach.
I don't talk to agents.
Hey, TJ can't lie yet though.
No, there's a coach. He's at a D2 HBCU. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. He's at Stetson.
That's
They shouldn't have an opinion on shit. They don't give nobody no football scholarship for nothing.
They was calling out a D1 school tampering with their players.
That's because you don't give those kids any
You
scholarship
don't give
money.
Them no fucking scholarship.
Like
that ain't tampering.
You want to be in the fake Ivy League, so you in the Pioneer League, and y'all don't give those kids no scholarship money. Nobody cares. You can cry about them tampering all you want to. How about this? You want to prevent tampering? Give those kids scholarships, because you have players that are playing football that are going to Stetson, which is not cheap, paying $40,000-$50,000
to be in goddamn D-land.
Thank you.
Annually, not for the whole 4-year degree. That's annually.
And the worst part of it is they can't afford to live in D-land. So where do they have to live? In Daytona, next to Mary's kids.
I feel sorry for them for that. God damn.
And how do I know? Because I know a young lady, and she's a pink African. And I was like, oh, how is Stetson? She's like, oh, I live in Daytona. I travel 30 minutes to school every day.
You paying $50K a year to go to Stetson, and you got to live next to ghetto ass Bethune.
EA, I just want you to know,
Life
Florida
choice.
State not only lost those twins, they lost those twins months ago when they quote unquote gave them a new deal. It was never the money. Stop listening to them people that say the kids wanted more money. It was
Didn't we
the
just say that?
fucking clause in the contract.
Didn't
That's
we talk
why,
about this on Sunday?
yeah, that's what happened. It was the
We talked-
clause.
We
And
talked
those
about-
boys said we out and we don't have that GM anymore.
We talked about this on Sunday. I said this on Sunday. Most of the time, when kids go into the portal, it is not because they want more money. It is because either A, they're looking for a better opportunity to further their education or their athletic prowess. 2, they want to be closer to home. They might have a family emergency, family situation. They want to be closer to home. 3, the coach says, and they treat it like an NFL. We do not need you here anymore. You do not fit our scheme of what we're trying to do. So those are the 3 reasons why kids will jump in the portal. And 4, getting bad advice from their folks.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say this was number 5. FSU front office is fucked up. That's what happened with these boys.
Zeno Chris was supposed to be, I think Zeno Chris was supposed to be visiting Southern, the quarterback from the University of Houston.
Oh no, he committed.
Where?
Tulane.
Tulane.
Oh, Tulane.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I think
I thought he was committed to Southern
I
at
think
first.
everybody got their quarterback right now, except for them people across the track.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
they got the one. They got a guy from Auburn.
Iowa State.
Oh, they did get
That's
the
what he
dude
did.
from
Yeah,
Auburn.
Iowa State.
Yeah.
Let's look at this. Iowa State lost. It had since Matt Campbell been named the head coach over at Penn State, has lost a total of 51 players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
51. Meanwhile, you got a quarterback from Cincinnati, Brendan Thorsby, getting a $5 million NIL deal to go to Texas Tech on a 1-year rental.
And they still gonna lose
if you don't get any type of playmakers in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just
I know,
got
Joey.
pissed off.
Hey, you know what? A week ago, we did a show on roster construction.
Yep.
Here we are again.
I think also kind of leaning into that, what you're also seeing is, and we've seen this for the past couple of years, is as much as we're seeing the transfer portal, that the biggest thing is you're not seeing the amount of high level offensive linemen in the portal.
Right.
Like, and you'll notice consistently the high quality offensive linemen stay where they're at. Now, defensive linemen move a lot, but when it comes to the trenches and your most important positions, defensive tackle and interior and offensive line, see a lot of movement.
They're not going nowhere.
And the best schools keep their guys. Now, running backs, they get jettisoned all the time because I ain't gonna lie, I'm waiting to see when CJ Baxter commits to Florida State, if he coming to Florida State. But you're gonna start to continue to see, like,
is that the kid from Texas?
The guy from Texas, from Orlando Edgewater.
He committed.
I mean, but that's because
Where'd he commit
if
he committed to Florida State.
I knew he would. I told my wife.
But that's
that was the big thing. We got a running back.
They got 2 running backs. Remember, y'all.
We didn't need a running back. We needed a quarterback.
Well,
no, y'all needed a running back. Y'all damn
Davis is gone.
We had running back by committee. We didn't need a running back. We needed a big old defensive tackle.
Running back by committee working.
No.
Well, Cam was hurt. That's part of it. So your second back was hurt. You only had that one. Is he back? The star running back?
Yeah, he's back. Cam is in the transfer portal. He committed somewhere. But we needed a big defensive tackle for that ridiculous 3-3-5. And we needed, oh, by the way, if you entertaining a linebacker that weigh less than 155 pounds, or at least that's what he looked like. What are we doing?
Because FSU don't develop linebackers. You said it earlier in the show.
They haven't developed linebackers since Derrick Brooks.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
We had Ernest Sims. Man, we had some linebackers, man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Ernest Sims, he a Tallahassee hero.
Ernest Sims and what his name? That's
Nicholson. FSU stopped developing linebackers about, really honestly, once Jimbo left. When Jimbo got his heart broke and that woman cheated with a black man, he was done. It was over. That's when FSU started falling off.
They still together too. That's what makes that even more crazy.
That's wild. I thought.
Ironically, me, Troy, and Earl. No, it wasn't Troy. Me, Earl, and saw both of them together at the Orange and Green game 2 years ago when Lil Jimbo was on the roster.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, in other news, since we talk about, let's get to the SWAC. Cam Salas for Jackson State was in the portal. He got talked out that bitch.
It's a lot of players coming out the portal.
But that running back Jackson State had, didn't he commit to Purdue?
Yeah,
yes. Travis Terrell is at Purdue. He's going to Purdue. They ain't been good since Drew Brees. I don't care what you say. But I told y'all that Isaiah Knowles was going to commit to FAMU. He was following the coach.
Yeah, but he's not the only one. We also got a 6'1" QB out of Locust Groves.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, with him coming to FAMU, it has continuity because he knows.
Correct.
We back at 7 wins.
Yeah.
We back at 7 wins.
They got the quarterback from Reigns too.
But he hasn't signed yet.
He hasn't signed.
He has not signed.
And honestly, Queen been recruiting QBs like that boy ain't coming. I'm just being honest.
We're gonna have 3 or 4 on the roster.
We had 6 last season, and look what that got us.
Well, that's because half of them quit. Because
that school in Montgomery is still getting hit hard by the transfer portal.
Ain't gonna continue to get hit hard by the transfer portal. They lost a receiver today, didn't they? Did they not?
Yeah. And
your body is still in the portal. And we know he's going to a group of 5 school more than likely, or he's gonna at least get a meal. Like, don't be surprised if he ends up at a USF with Troy, or maybe even a FAU, or what would be crazy if he ended up at FIU with Willie Simmons.
I said that. Didn't I say that Sunday?
Hold on.
That's not gonna happen because Willie didn't want him when he was in Tallahassee.
Hold on. I want everybody to take a breath for a second. I'm gonna be the devil's advocate.
You always the devil's advocate.
Just about to say that. What else is new?
I don't know if anybody's paying attention. The big name quarterbacks are gone.
Yeah.
That second tier level of quarterbacks are starting to get run on. If he does not get out in this group of quarterbacks, I'm getting concerned. Not concerned that he won't find a landing spot, but concerned that it won't be a Big 12 or a AAC school. It may
I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about the AAC because, again, that's why I said group of 5, because you have schools like Cincinnati. Yeah. You have those types
in the Big 12.
Cincinnati. You got Troy. You got the Troys.
I said this. This is what I said for Andrew Body. You have a school here in North Texas, in Denton, University of North Texas. Their QB just hit the road, up the road, 35 to Stillwater to go to Oklahoma State to keep following the head coach. There is a QB spot that's open. You better go out there. You better go and maximize it and get that spot right there. Hey, trust me. You need it. I'm just saying.
Bird in hand.
You want your look. North from Denton to Corpus Christi is a 6.5, 7 hour drive. Guess what? Your mom and them ain't got to get on no plane to get up to anywhere they need to go. They ain't got to go to Alabama. They ain't got to go nowhere else. They can come right. They can stay right here in the state of Texas. You got UTSA. It ain't no but 3 hours up the road from you. You can go to Sam Houston. It's not that far. It's closer to the greater Houston area. You have Rice gave him that Rice looking at him. The only thing I said about Rice is the academic part, because it's
Doc,
they don't.
Doc, I got a question. The schools you naming in Texas, which schools have a superior surgical medical school? And the reason I say that,
Rice.
okay,
So
so
Rice
produces
literally
doctors.
Yeah, Rice is literally across the street from MD Anderson, the medical district. MD Anderson Cancer Research Center is right across the street from there. Literally.
So I say
hate
that because
fucking
there are
hospital with
still
a passion.
lingering medical stuff that needs to get done. Nothing major, just needs to get done.
That might be a
if he
bigger
was,
reason why people are kind of iffy on him than anything. I think can he stay healthy?
And let's just say he don't go to Rice. You still got North Texas. You still got one of the best medical districts in the state over here in Dallas with the park with Parkland. So it's not like he can't go anywhere, and it's something like just go get him checked out to see what's up with him. That way he could, because like he could go to Parkland. If he come in here to North Texas, he go to Parkland. He go to Baylor Scott and White, which is they have a good medical center. TCU, SMU, no. TCU,
SMU got a quarterback.
Signed their quarterback Jaden Craig from Harvard. SMU, Kevin Jennings ain't going nowhere.
They're cutting those boys. It's a guaranteed $30,000 check per player. Like when you walk on the floor, every football player at SMU is getting a $30,000 check. Don't matter if you got NIL or not.
I got $500 from a $500 tip from an SMU booster, NIL booster, for my birthday. I don't even know that lady.
TCU, if they didn't sign Jaden Craig, he probably would have went and talked to Sonny Dykes. He could have went and talked to Sonny Dykes because it had to be moved because Josh Hoover had to move out the way. He's already gone. More likely, I think where did Hoover go? I think he went somewhere. I know he signed somewhere. Texas Tech.
He's not going to Texas Tech.
You not know. Texas Tech they are trying to be big time. They are trying to get out of the shadows of Texas and Texas A&M. That's why I said SMU. Lastly, we probably have him on there as a backup, but as a starter over Kevin Jennings, no.
And it doesn't look like they've contacted him.
And Kevin Jennings is a neighborhood guy. He's from South Oak Cliff. That's why I'm like UTSA because it's closer to Corpus. That's why I say, like you said, Rice. U of H, they're gonna go with the freshman Keon Henderson. I promise you that.
And again, this is no knock on Andrew Body. Like I know for a fact through two different sources, a certain school tampered with him and said, "Hey, we will fix your shoulder if you come to us."
At one point, Florida State was one of them schools. I call it a bean. Florida State was on Andrew Body during the season. And that's an open secret that Florida State, after that UAB game,
that's right.
They saw what they saw.
They saw what they saw, and they was ready to already offer him a meal because they like, we paying $1 million for Castellanos, so he's butt cheeks. I can give Andrew Body $1 million, and he can be hurt and still do that.
Yeah, at least
I'm not saying it was a bad move for him to pass on Florida State. I'm not saying it's a good move. Oh, but, yeah, no, I'm telling you who tampered with him. Keith just told you who tampered with him.
No, Keith has zero. I have zero. I don't care. And I know I don't work for Florida State no more.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you who tampered with him. I'm
Look,
telling you without telling you who tampered with him.
That's
said-
what I'm saying. Like, if you got, like, if he wants, if like I said, if he wants to stay home, if he wants to stay in the state of Texas, UTSA is a good fit. Sam Houston is another one. Rice, UNT,
Yep.
Texas El Paso. I said this. Texas El Paso. I mean, he might have Baylor. Baylor not hitting on what it was back from when Art Browse was there.
And as you mentioned, Troy, though, as you mentioned, you kind of look at, I mean, you know, pull up your, you know, anybody can look online and you can see the schools that he's been in contact with. You start knocking some off the list. UCF has their quarterback. South Florida has their quarterback. So you start kind of looking around. I don't think he's going to Notre Dame. I mean, I'd be very surprised, but, you know, I don't know if Vanderbilt has their quarterback or not, but that's an academic question. Do you want him at Penn State? Like, so you start looking at some of these schools on the list. And these are mostly Group 5. Kennesaw State, I would love him at Kennesaw State.
He's definitely going to end up. I think we said this on the show last week. I said the
we
same
said
thing.
it on Sunday. I think he'll end up at Kennesaw State.
It was Sunday. I think Kennesaw State will be the perfect spot for him. Oh, exactly. Jerry Mack, he just took the team to a bowl game. Yeah, they lost. Whoop de whoop. Hell, somebody got lost. But they also just gave him
JMU, but
not with Billy over there. Billy
Napier?
had that man out there throwing the ball with no shoulder. Just go play.
And after the way he handled or mismanaged Lagway, I don't think I would want Andrew Body playing for Billy Napier.
No quarterback should want to play for that man after that.
And Billy Napier is another one who never produces quarterbacks, but he keeps a black quarterback.
Yeah. He ain't produce shit.
EA, it's not okay. So I want to make sure I'm gonna say this exactly like this. He is on quarterback is on tiers, right? He is on that second to like third tier quarterbacks. So the first two tiers, they're gonna make runs through those, and then you're gonna see his name. And
he's third tier.
And it's because he's a smaller guy. He's had health issues, so he's gonna be in that third group. If we don't see his name called when we start getting to the latter parts of these second group of quarterbacks, that's when you worry. Right now, there's no worry.
I mean, but you still have Georgia State.
He should be able to go back to Alabama State. Jazz, look at y'all.
He doesn't have a spot at FAMU.
Look at the group chat.
No.
Look at the group chat.
FAMU got their quarterback. FAMU got their quarterback for the future. No.
He ain't going to PV.
Definitely not going to PV.
Cam Peters is he's a junior. He ain't in the portal. He's still at Prairie View. You got him one more year. Just got word. Marquise Gillis just committed to Arizona State.
It gotta be for the money. It gotta be for the money.
He got a bag. I know the money they was throwing around. He
money.
Got a bag.
It is definitely for the money because they Texas Tech Part 2 over there. They just gonna buy them some shit.
You know what?
From Delaware State.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what?
And he's 6 feet. He's not like a overly sized receiver.
But he's 6 feet, but he's 215 pounds as a running back.
Yeah.
Dang.
Listen, and
he built though. He built.
Arizona State coach who used to be at Florida State. Shut up. Stop lying to people about woe is me. We know what you got over there.
Talk about Dillingham. The
Yeah.
best thing about Dillingham gets modern recruiting. That's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand. He understands with the transfer portal. You know what? Cool. You want to be in the transfer portal? That's cool, but you can still come here. You can still play. He understands. I don't know if y'all saw, I forgot what school it was, where they put up there, I believe it was University of Nevada, where he was like, yeah, they came here to Nevada, they got developed, and they left us and went to this school, and now they're getting paid this amount of millions of dollars. Like, it sucks for people to kind of understand this, but we have to get to a place where you realize you are now a farm system. And if these kids want to stay, let them stay. But if they come and get developed and go do greater things, that opens up a roster spot. And I think Troy has said it. I've heard others say it, and I agree with it. We need to get to a place where these larger football teams and even the smaller football teams, if I am developing your players and I am paying them NIL, there should be a development fee associated with these players' transactions.
You gotta pay me some sort of fee.
Something.
If I'm about to give you, if I'm giving this guy right here a $2 million NIL deal, we'll compensate you $500,000.
I would say 5 or 10%.
In a sense, I'm just saying. Like,
yeah.
I know you lying. I know you lying. Oh, I know. I ain't just see that in the group chat. I need a full length fur coat. Matter of fact, I want my fur coat to be green.
I ain't seen it.
Look at it. Just look.
I saw the private chat, but I didn't see the other one.
No. That's 740. If that's 747, land back at Tallahassee Regional Airport, and we have yeah. You know what? I know we
are you talking about what we talked about Sunday?
No, I put in the group chat.
Because I realized like, that one. Because we do have Ron Dugans on the coaching staff.
Hold on now. How the fuck y'all get Ron Dugans?
He from Tallahassee. He went to FAMU DRS.
So I don't know if I said it on the air, but FAMU football players and Florida State football players, forget all the bullshit. Like, they know each other and they hang up.
Oh, sorry, Troy.
Yeah, it just got serious. It got real serious.
I'll bet some chest hands.
See what I'm saying? It got serious. It's serious.
Now you talking my language.
But so Ron, like, they know each other, right? Let's just keep it a book. Boucher was out here telling everybody who the coach was gonna be when we was all trying to be secret squirrel. Like, so they all know each other. They all hung together. They've coached around each other. So
they played together.
Yeah, played together. So Ron being on the coaching staff is not like, it's a good deal, even though I have some reservations about it, but that's a Florida State thing, not a FAMU thing. It's a good deal.
Particular Ivy is going to be on the coaching staff.
The running back coach potentially.
Yes,
he's supposed to be confirmed. Now I ain't gonna lie. I said it. I'll say this up front. And Troy, I said I want Ed Reed as a defensive back coach. I do not want him as a head coach because I think for him, look, Troy's normally devil's advocate.
For
I ain't no devil's
disclosure,
advocate.
That's his frat brother.
He is my frat brother, and he's my Sands, actually. He crossed the Grambling alumni. But I think him coming through his place like FAMU as a defensive back coach, it shows a level of commitment. It's a stepping stone. He does this for 2 years, and then he goes to the next place. So I think that's where, for me, I would like him to come in as a defensive backs coach, have that experience, because now you start looking at FAMU's roster and coaching staff-wise, that's a lot of NFL coaches. And you got NFL coaches with serious ties to South Florida and who can walk into some of these rooms and show off some bling and some championship rings. And I think that matters because it just, to me, that lands a little different. So I would love to have him or my classmate, Lincoln High School, class 2003, Antonio Cromartie. I want him on the staff as well, if possible.
His dad was a AD at Edward Waters So like it's deep ties. They can go into Jacksonville. They can go into South Florida. They can go into West Florida and get some of this talent.
Yes.
Like I think they have put FAMU in the conversation when it comes to a lot of this talent here in the state of Florida by bringing Quinn.
Quinn, Billy Roll, like you start looking like Quinn Gray, and let's call a spade a spade. Quinn Gray's dad is known for in South Florida. Quinn Gray's really not known like in South Florida as a coach. He's more known as a player.
As a player. Yeah.
As a coach, Quinn Gray's really known in North Florida because he coached at my school. He coached at Lincoln. Then, he was gone other places. And so you start looking, and he also has ties to schools like Manatee High School, where you have Jaquez Green, the former University of Florida receiver. He's the head coach. Jaquez Green coached at Lincoln. He coached at Godby. They coached against each other. So some of this stuff is where you're talking about relationships mattering. You're starting to look at the previous coach before Quinn Gray was Yusef Shakir. Shakir is a quality control guy at the University of Florida. So that's a tie-in. That's a relationship to the University of Florida as well. So you're starting to kind of look and start to see how this roster is built. You have ties to football powerhouses, football hotbeds, and also those universities within the state that are producing players that are honestly telling people, hey, if you're not producing by year 2, go have a good one. It was fun. And these boys, especially if they got an NIL deal, they're coming to FAMU with money in their pocket. So really, the fact they don't get an NIL deal from FAMU, they're not really sweating it as much because I already got money. I'm just here to play ball. I'm trying to make it to the league. I'll get it out the mud, but I already got $100,000 in the check. So what's the big deal money-wise?
I know I just derailed the whole podcast. I know I just derailed the whole podcast. Look, this year, this last 365 has been a rough 365 as a football fan. And I know all of 2026, I can't go across the railroad tracks because I know, because Marlo told me, moving a football coach whole house without his permission is apparently frowned upon.
And illegal.
So for my health.
And he lives in a gated community, so
I
wasn't always a good Christian. Anyway.
and Gates only keep out honest people.
So I know all of this good news on this side of the railroad tracks makes me not even have to look that way. And to be honest, Ash don't care too much about Florida State anyway, because if he say Florida State suck one more time, he might have to put his dukes up.
But is he lying? As a Florida State fan.
That ain't the point.
He's not lying.
Telling him Florida State paying for these shoes.
Florida State suck. Florida suck. Everybody does not name the University of Miami in the state of Florida sucks. And I say that begrudgingly.
So, but this is...
I have love for all schools except for that school in Austin.
I don't.
I have all love for schools in the state of Texas except for that school in Austin.
I have love for FAMU. That's it. That's my statement.
Thank you, Marlon. I'm glad you left it there.
If you are a private school in the state of Florida, you can go and take yourself on OBT and find any of those selections you want and have a fun time and not use any type of protection. And that's on Marvel.
Oh wow. Yeah, we getting late, y'all. We getting late. We got, so because of the announcement that is happening at 12 o'clock on Friday, I may try to assemble the Avengers if we have something relevant to talk about. I don't want to just talk about, oh, they introduced the AD and the coach. If they have something relevant to talk about that we can dive into Friday, I'll try and assemble the Avengers because it'll be something newsworthy. If it's just, hey, this the coach, this the AD, I'm not gonna do y'all like that. That's
I do it too. You know what? I'd be like, you know what? I don't want to go work on a Friday.
And I told y'all your AD wasn't showing up to work on no J5.
You know, you was right. You was right. You was right.
We got chapter
And
on
if
Friday.
you have a curl in 2026, I'm going. I can't say that. But just hold your breath for 20 minutes. And if you hear after that,
Man,
don't do that.
some of them are, some of them aren't. If you're talking about the coaching staff, no, they're not in the directory. And for the love of God, quit blaming the SID for the roster not being updated. The roster isn't going to be. It's not going to be updated anytime soon. It might not even be complete at media day. So
the roster is not going to be updated until August or maybe even September. Like, let's be honest. First game of the season, the roster is going to be updated. Like, so at this point, you look. I ain't gonna lie. I'm literally running through the list of players we offered. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a long one of these days. Tomorrow's early Wednesday. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah. So just like chill out on the SID. I know he ain't y'all favorite dude that don't answer his emails or phones, but he better than that dude. I said what I said. But we will, Thursday is Thursday. If any other news come out, like because I have nothing to do, because I'm not allowed to do nothing, you might see me go live randomly because some news come out. I will try and give y'all a heads up, like 30 minutes heads up, and anybody want to jump on, that's fine. But definitely at the show on Thursday and possibly a show on Friday, I will keep everybody informed. Marla, you gonna be in Jacksonville this weekend?
I am my aunt's anniversary.
Okay. All right. So Marla will be in Jacksonville this weekend. I
am going to be digging a ditch. I'm going to be digging graves and trying to find Jerry Jones over at Highland Park.
So I'm waiting on that. You know what? I'm waiting on our cease and desist to come. That's what I'm waiting on. Because we've been hopscotching all over that line.
No, you ain't saying no. You didn't say what some people said, and folks got their feelings hurt, and they don't like you no way. So there's a difference. If somebody don't like you, they're definitely gonna give you that cease and desist, and you insinuate something, but you don't verify something. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying whether it was true or not, I don't know, but them people don't like you, and if somebody don't like you, you already know what happened when you mess with them. They're gonna swing back.
Yeah, that's true. So, again, we are on next Tuesday. Florida A&M's SID will be on here. We will discuss FAMU news and what it's like to be a SID at FAMU. And then
hazed. It's like getting hazed. You know that white boy getting hazed. That's my boy. That's my dog. But Dennis is getting hazed.
We will, and I'm giving y'all a heads up what I'm trying to do. I am trying to get both the brand new FAMU athletic director. I'm trying to get Jackson State's basketball coach on. I'm getting Devron on the podcast specifically to talk about Fang Exchange and NIL.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
What's gonna cancel him?
You look at my finger in my hand, and 4 of my fingers are down. Yes.
When we gonna cancel him?
He can't get canceled.
Shit, yeah, you can.
He's too close to the source.
What was that? What was that on New Jack City? For that bitch.
I think y'all just do this to watch me squirm at this point.
They do it. Look, oh my Lord!
You know,
he got what, like two more years on that board.
If we shared a locker room in high school and blood, sweat, and tears on the football field, and you can't take some commentary from me, I'm trying to. I don't want Trey to have an aneurysm, but you know.
Oh goodness.
Oh man. So again, those are. I'm afraid. I really want to get Marvel on the podcast.
Marvel ain't on the podcast. I'll tell you right now. To get to Marvel, you have to go through her publicist first.
I mean, you gotta go through that
Tyler Ward situation. That ain't gonna happen.
That part, that's why I was trying to. I even tried my back channels on that one. It was like, yeah, you got to go through the publicist for that.
Well,
okay.
No, Marlo, no. Where's the mute button? God damn it!
But I will say, I've said it before when it comes to Marva, and she catch strays from me every once in a while. I've been very purposeful in my jokes. There's certain things I'm not going to joke about. I'm not going to joke with y'all about her hair. I'm not going to joke with y'all about her, bodily features or anything like that, because that's a black woman still, right? But I do encourage her to, do the circuit, go to the ONG, come here on a place like Fat Mouth Sports, come things up, and talk to the people, because a lot of times what she and others don't realize is a lot of the people that are supporting you and the people that are sitting in the parking lot, they watch these shows here because this is where their voices get heard. And sometimes they can't articulate as well as we do. Like for us, we do this for poops and giggles. Like we grew up in church. We did all this other stuff. So we've been doing public speaking all our lives. We don't care. But others, they're like, man, I can't do that. And we're like, it ain't hard. So, come do the circuit. Come talk to some of these places. I promise you, the worst you're going to get is some jokes.
And the crazy thing about it is she don't understand what it means to be a rattler yet. Like she don't get it. Like when you in the fold, you could have been like you could have done so many other things to piss people off. But when you're in the fold, it's different.
Right.
It is different. Everybody wants you to succeed.
Yes.
And that's my only thing. Like I tell people all the time, if Marlo and Keith tell me she fam you, and you can't tell me shit else. So as long as she fam you, we ride. Like I want to see her do that.
I ain't never seen nobody come to FAMU who a true FAMUan wanted to see fail.
Right.
Like they might be pissed off at their politics. They might be upset with some of the stuff they said or did in the past or how they got to where they at. But don't nobody want them to fail.
No. And to Marlo's point, my line brother was like, she good. And I've told y'all before, her husband's cool as hell. Like before she was even the president, we were at C. Roger Wilson and just talking for like 3-4 hours and working. Like I ain't the Kappa's Kappa, but I'm active. I ain't one of them lazy t-shirt wearing niggas. I actually put in work and I hold an office position, and I don't just hold office. I do office, but like we were putting in work. And so he was like, you saw how he was? I'm like, yeah, she worked. I'm like, okay, you say she good, she good. So not telling y'all she good, but I'm saying nobody's rooting against her. Like, as Marvel said, we may not love how you came to FAMU, but you here. And me rooting against you is rooting against FAMU, and I'm never going to do that.
Ever.
That's real. That's weird. That's real shit. That's real shit.
All right. I know we ran long tonight. I want to appreciate the 114 that's in the building tonight. Thank you so much. Again, Thursday night, possibly Friday night. Also, check out Fangs Up Podcast. When's your next show, Keith?
Thursday, I'm literally putting together this recruiting list right now. It might be a Sunday recruiting list because we have offered I think I'm up to 30 kids right now, just on offers, not the little full commitments, along with the basketball team that slid an offer in there too. So, but Thursday, we will be right back on the HBCU Digital Network doing our thing, and looking forward to some more things, and hopefully, prayerfully, we will have this call line set up by Sunday.
All right, Doc, when is your next show?
More likely. I say give or take Thursday.
Okay.
Well, with us, Thursday or Friday. If we do Friday, I do Friday too because it's college football playoffs Thursday and Friday.
So again, be on the lookout for those extra shows.
And then check out what I got on TikTok.
People is married on this show. Again, for everybody.
What?
Hey, man,
What the hell you talking about? What the hell happened?
I don't know. For everybody that is, when you do that, when you do that cell phone thing, it get wild. For everybody to watch the show, I want to thank y'all again for all the prayers and loves. For myself, Keith, Fangs Up Podcast, HBCU Digital Network, Doc Holiday, HBCU Overdrive, myself, Marlo from Fat Mouth Sports. We are out. What in the absolute hell just